Ladies and gentlemen, continuing to dive into the important issues on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Who has the best boobies?
Well, hello. I'm Matt. Welcome to the good life. I do a little radio show from my backyard in the hills of Encino. I'm a lucky guy. In fact, I'd say luckier than most. I have lots of friends that I like to call stars. Hey, in fact, there's one now. You probably know Ryan Stiles, Drew Carey Show. Whose line is it anyway? Black Hawk Down?
I wasn't in Black Hawk Down, Matt. That wasn't me, okay? What are you doing here?
The gate was actually open. I thought I'd take a little jacuzzi-roo.
I got company coming over, okay? People that matter, okay? Get up, go.
Bubbles feel so good,
Look,
Brian.
Matt, you know what? You gotta stop doing this, okay? I can't be coming home with the wife and kids and you're in my tub, okay? Just get out.
I'm not wearing nothing.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
Most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yes, he just passed out. Yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh? Had to lighten him up loud.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Had to lighten up.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Hiya. And the winner, Sydney Sweeney or Scarlett Jugs Hansen. We will let you know in a few minutes on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, smoking, drinking, interrupting. All of this frivolity from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar in the hills of the San Fernando Valley, spitting distance from Hollywood, Cali, where all the miscreants live, right over there. And it's not all, I mean, you would think, and I would think, but it's not all negative when it comes to New York and what came down over the last few days. Yeah, $30 minimum wage. Oh, that's going to help. Can you imagine how much a Big Mac is going to cost at that point in Manhattan?
Nothing. They're going to close.
Yeah, they're going to
Pack of cigarettes, $34.
No, they're going to have to. It's already $34.
Yeah. It's $22 for a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible, but it's not all bad news. Mamdani moves the mayor's office under the Children's Hospital.
Right.
Yeah, in his first official act as mayor-elect, Zoran Mamdani moved the mayor's office under a children's hospital. The mayor's office has been located in New York City Hall since 1812, but Mamdani was determined to relocate it when he learned it wasn't strategically positioned behind human shields. As he says, this place doesn't meet our needs for a headquarters, he said, seemingly unaware that it was not American practice to line the walls with sick children. Voters were reportedly shocked to learn Mamdani had moved his office beneath the Children's Hospital, but were assured this was perfectly normal and nothing to worry about.
No need to worry. Because they're cowards.
This is standard procedure, Mamdani said, visibly surprised by everyone's concern. You always put your hideout underneath a place where no one would dare to attack. It's a brilliant strategy that has proven to be effective. Mamdani is originally from Uganda, where a foreign terrorist organization known as the Allied Democratic Forces, ADF, operates. They avoid detection by blending into the community, a strategy Mamdani said has served him well in life. Children are my future, he said, detailing his strategy. As long as I'm surrounded by children, no one can touch me. The sicker the better, he added with a wink.
Oh, boy. He must be happy we already built all the subway tunnels for him.
People feel too sorry for them to cause any trouble. At publishing time, Zoran Mamdani had replaced his security detail with small handicapped children. So that's I got to tell you, that Babylon Bee, they get funnier every damn week. Welcome to the show, my friends and my friendlies. Welcome to Tattoo Dave, our producer.
Wow.
Who made an announcement that he has to leave early for a poker tournament that begins at 7, even though the show ends at 6.
How far away is it?
10 minutes.
Ah.
Yeah. Somebody explain that one to me.
Would you like an explanation?
Love it.
Okay. The food that is being catered arrives at 5:30.
Okay.
And I would like to partake.
And do you know Dave's not going to miss out on that?
All right. Okay. I would say that more about Mark C.G. Boyer not missing out on food.
He's leaving at 4.
I mean, yeah, that's true. As a matter of fact, that is the...
He wants to be there to watch it come in.
Oh, yeah. No. He has to, because he'll dissect it and he'll count each rib.
Are you really leaving at 4?
Oh, yeah. Of course he is.
You are a pig.
That is
He
Mark.
has to play
You
that.
star, dude.
No. He's playing
You
in it.
and Dave.
No. That's not
Don't
Mark.
start with me, Marty.
By the way, Mart, that's my brother Mart. That's not his excuse. Mark's excuse is truly that he has to play in a stupid pre.
Chip in a chair tournament.
Yeah, it's called a chip in a
It
chair
gets more
tournament.
creepy and creepy.
Oh,
over
it
at that
does.
house.
No, it
You know,
does.
it's
Well,
weird,
yeah,
dude.
I don't know. It's a
It's
little
his
bit-
only
You guys
chance.
play pin the tail on his donkey too.
Yeah,
before
right.
that?
Pin the tail on the Omaha and Texas Hold'em.
Jeez, man.
Anyway, so that's something for them two to look forward to. So Dave can fill his gullet. So what about about half hour before?
I'm going to leave at 4:15.
No, shut up. Okay.
Actually, 3:55.
Yeah, okay. A lot coming up on the show, including the great and illustrious Ted Baehr, who will give us a little insight on one of our favorite guys that just happened to be, well, how would you call it?
Murdered?
Yeah, assassinated. Charlie Kirk, and something that Ted Baehr told me about 4 years ago that stuck with me. And it was a bit of a negative regarding Charlie Kirk, and we're going to clear that up once and for all by Ted Baehr, critic. You look him up in Wikipedia, that's the first word, critic. So great Ted Baehr on the show today. And so I put in a call, Ralph Odierna. Where did you meet up with that announcer from Price is Right?
George Gray is a member of Grand Havana Room, and he was at the club on Tuesday night.
Okay, so George Gray, who is the announcer for Price is Right, and probably one of the longest running gigs as announcer for that man now.
Does that gig pay well?
Well, it does. It does. I mean, yes, the answer is yes. It's not out of the question that after this many years on the show that he could be pulling down $1 million a year. Yeah, for announcing.
Come on down.
Come on down. And also describing Bisquick products. So it's
Well, you do have to have your research done for that.
you do. It's quite the gig.
Ralph, you know he did Weakest Link before that.
Yes, he did. He did Weakest Link, and Mart is not a fan of George, and I don't know why. I don't know. I've always liked George. George was a regular on this particular show that you happen to be watching, Mad G Matt's Outlaw Radio, on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest stations in the nation. I truly
He got
don't.
in my face one night.
He's
at
an
the Red.
affable guy who invited us to all of his parties at his house.
And by the way, great pad.
I
on the
explained to
Hollywood
you
Hills.
why. You do know why.
Okay, so why, Mart?
I don't have to give your explanation.
Is it quick? Can you make it quick?
No, it's not a quick thing.
Okay, then I don't want to get into
Okay.
it.
He accused Joni of...
Don't tell my story.
Well, then...
Don't tell my story.
Okay, fine, Mart.
He got in my face. I called him out.
Okay,
He's
whatever.
a piece of crap.
Okay,
A-hole.
you've said that about many of our guests.
And I've been right.
He says it about me.
No, sometimes you're right. Sometimes you're right. You're not always
Nick
right.
Annunziata, I was right. You guys weren't at the beginning.
But George Gray, by the way, there's a name that means nothing to anyone. By the way, not that George Gray's name means anything to anyone, but if you watch Price is Right, and I know millions of you do, it's one of the greatest. And
a lot of people in Wisconsin.
Oh, and the longest running game
Who
show.
got him the gig?
And still to this day, That Drew Carey, minding my own business at the Bigfoot Lodge in Silver Lake here in California. And we're hanging out, and I'm sitting with Drew right after it was announced that he would be the new host of Price is Right. And I said, so this is just sort of a temporary thing? And he said, Matt, he said, no, this is for life. I said, now, you are kidding me. You're a jokester, you're a comedian. He said, no, Matt, listen to me. This is the best gig on the planet. The thing about Drew Carey, and I've always loved about him, I've known him almost as long as I've known the great Ryan Stiles, Tall Man of Comedy, who introduced us years ago, is that he is not a liar. He tells the truth, and who continues to host The Price is Right after a gazillion years? The
Drew Carey.
3
Come
days
on
a
down.
week, 10 weeks a year.
Yeah, it's the
12 million.
It's just the best gig ever. He is one smart son bitch. And by the way, if you're not aware of this, the great Drew Carey is on our side. Do I need to say any more? He's on our side.
I know is George coming?
He's a lover of America. Okay, so first I called him, and then I hear him in the background talking to someone else. Yeah, and it's like, okay, yeah, are you there? And I said, hello, nothing. And then a hang up, so I don't know what that is. And so I called him again this morning, and I left a message. The same message that's been on there for the last 20 years. I love him for that, by the way, that he hasn't changed his message. Something to do with his cat, Stinky. And by the way, don't call any animal Stinky. Maybe your son, but not an animal. But anyway, so George Gray may be over here on Saturday, a week from today, to tell all of us to... Does he still say, come on down? Okay, well, God bless.
Well, man, you can...
God bless him.
I know we don't know for sure, but...
Yeah.
Marty won't be here.
I believe Ryan did get him the gig.
Ryan Stiles?
Through
Yeah.
Drew. That's how he got the gig. How else?
How is that important to this story?
Because you should have had that gig.
Yeah, but as we discussed the other night, knowing me the way I do, I would not have... I probably would not been into being second banana. It's like I would be thinking to myself, well, I should be hosting the damn thing. Do I want to be an announcer? The same way I turned down several game shows, including Talk Soup, but that wasn't I like the Talk Soup format, but the reason I turned that thing down is I had to be there every stinking day. You couldn't put anything in the can. And yes, I'm a dumb bolt when it comes to business.
Thank you for
yeah, because today, yes, if I would be saying come on down and making $1 million or so a year, that's a good gig. And how many weeks, Ralph?
10
weeks.
3 days a week.
Okay.
3 days a week.
So, Matt,
Good thing there are no no guns around, because I'm telling you.
There are. Marty could go get you one.
No. The more I think about it.
There are.
Yeah. Okay. And
here, take mine.
And last week we posted in the beginning thumbnail that this man, you won't believe this man is still alive, a famous movie actor and character actor and comedian. And then I assumed that he returned my call, but if you leave a message on my cell phone, I don't... Having nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But however, Sydney Sweeney, Scarlett Jugs Hansen, there is a tournament as to who has and maintains the best boobies.
It sounds better than the poker tournament to me.
It does. Best boobies.
Right?
I think you say Sydney Sweeney called you back.
Yeah.
No, there's no.
The great Ronnie Shell from Gomer Pyle, I'm not certain he returned my call last Saturday. I just wonder if at 94, 93 years old, could he be out of it where now he has other people returning his call? I didn't listen to it because I would have to siphon through about 2,000 messages left that I haven't heard. So I hope Ronnie is doing okay. He's been a friend for a gazillion years. He's one of those faces that I've been seeing on the Gong Show as of late. I never knew he did the Gong Show. I'd like to talk to him about his appearance on the Gong Show.
I didn't know he was. I didn't realize he was 94.
Oh, he's an old son bitch. Yeah, but when he's here, you don't realize it because he's
just a youth at heart.
He is, man. He is.
He likes to chase that poo-tang.
And what he...
That doesn't get old. Does not get old.
And what do you think about Vance Sweeney 2028?
Oh.
Huh? Because I'm telling you, she's putting it forth, and she is not backing down. I love this broad. And you know she is a broad. And for those of you new to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, that is a term of endearment. We love this Sweeney. Vance Sweeney 2028. Mahar says Newsom is too far left for me. His moves to the center, not enough. This was the segment of his broadcast of Real Time yesterday. And once again, Mahar, Mahar talks about Newsom and not liking Newsom. And Mahar lives here in California. He knows how screwed up California is, but yet he wants Newsom to move a little bit into the center. But it's not because that's who Newsom is. It's simply a game to get elected. Why not go with someone who, from their gut, is doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do? Like, Trump, for example, big loud mouth, but I'll tell you what, he tells you the damn truth. He's a truth teller. And Beth and Tony, and what's up, what's up?
Oh, up to their old tricks again.
I love those two. I had a conversation with both of them yesterday. And it was the longest conversation I have had, with the exception of my hippie Uncle Dick from Dayton, Nevada. I love these two. And they said, we'd really like to meet you. We're not sure you want to meet us that bad. I said, I got to tell you something. This will be done.
Yeah.
And the next time you're in Las Vegas, let me know, because let me know a couple months in advance. I'll go out of my way to be there. I love these two.
Yeah, they're great.
But why are they great?
They also sent me a package in my new house.
Yeah, but I knew that part, even without even discussing it. Let me tell you why I think they're great. They are true, bona fide, 100% lovers of America.
Yes.
They love America.
Yep.
They love what Trump is doing. They can't stand the BS, and they're both exceptionally intelligent folks. And Wausau natives and good people.
Love 'em.
God bless.
And you
the
know who
great-
else?
Yeah.
You know who, we were talking to her mother last night, and she's a big fan from hearing them on the radio.
Yeah, you can tell
She's
because
a big fan. She goes, I love those guys.
There's
Yeah.
not a person that we've talked to on this show from Wisconsin that is a nasty person. They are just sweet, down-to-earth, nice people, and you did the right thing in the election about 11 months ago. Nicely done, my friends. A movie that you need to see. It was released yesterday, obviously, depending on when you're watching us on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and or Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on the greatest radio stations. It's a movie called Sarah's Oil. Do me a favor, watch it. You'll thank me. You will thank me for watching Sarah's Oil. It is a great movie. It'll make you laugh. It'll make you cry. And no, I'm not saying that because I'm friends with the director. The reason why
And one of the actors.
The reason why I saw it a few months ago is because I'm friends with the director, and he had a little screening, and I will tell you, and I'm completely honest with him, as I am you, my friends. It was 100 out of 100. It hit every note. It was a brilliant flick, and something that my buddy No Rasta can be very, very proud of.
Rotten Tomatoes has the people meter at 97%.
Is that right?
That's the fans, not the critics.
Yeah, of course. Critics are because critics on that. It's a very lefty page, that Rotten Tomatoes.
But Matt,
97%, and it just came out yesterday. That's beautiful news.
I was intrigued just from hearing what one of the actors that was in it tell about the storyline and how the true story.
It's based on a true story.
And I'll tell you what, it got me going. This sounds like it's going to be really cool.
I'm telling you, it'll make you laugh. Yeah. It'll make you cry. I'm a big fan of this gal, Tish Hyman. Does that?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Hyman.
She's a singer from the Bronx who happens to live here, relocated.
Two-time Emmy.
Yeah, much like Ralph from the Bronx.
Two-time Emmy winner?
Yes.
Ralph.
Son
of a gun.
Who relocated. And this gal, Tish Hyman, is a beautiful gal.
Not Emmy, Grammy, sorry.
Who ain't putting up with the S anymore. and I want you to hear what Tish has to say. Here we go. This is a two-puncher. Get ready.
Men, grown men with big in the women's locker room. And that's why I'm getting kicked out. And I want to make sure the girls know.
It's a video that's gone viral. Singer Tish Hyman was furious. She says she was naked in the women's locker at her gym, formerly Gold's Gym, now EOS Fitness in Hollywood, when she realized there was a man inside.
I was in shock. I was scared. And I told him to leave. He would not leave. Had no regard for my naked body standing there.
She says it's not the first time it's happened.
It has happened to me in a 2-week span 4 times in that bathroom. I turned around to men and they're naked 4 times, and I reported it to the people in the front. They did nothing. They did absolutely nothing.
Of course.
Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it.
We are not showing this person's face because they have not committed any crime or violation that we know of.
Oh, shut up.
But
Yes, they did.
Tish
Yes, they
alleges
did.
it was a nasty confrontation.
He said to me verbatim, straight women like to see D word. So if anything, they're looking at me more than you in there. And my response was complete shock, and I said, what?
Both were kicked out of Gold's Gym following the confrontation. And Tish says she lost her membership. She insists she has nothing against transgender people, but she takes issue with what she describes as men being allowed in women's restrooms.
Smart.
Trans people have a right to exist.
Right.
They need their own locker rooms and their own spaces.
Yes, ma'am.
It
Yes.
does not make sense to put them in the same room with women.
Okay, pause. This is a TMZ piece with the great Tish Hyman. Go.
I was naked. I was drying up and oiling up. I turned around, and there's a man in the locker room. And so, of course, I'm shocked. I'm like, I thought maybe I missed the sign and that there were workers working. So I just said, sir, I didn't even get to say a sentence or anything. I just was in shock and figuring out that there's a man behind me while I'm naked. And I say, sir. And then he goes, you can't tell me nothing, B word.
Wow.
I'm a woman.
Wow.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Now, listen, guys, I don't have anything against anyone. So I was just in shock. I've never been presented with this in my whole entire life. So I'm just in shock, and I start screaming and asking for help. The people come into the locker rooms, and they kind of escort him out, but not out of the gym.
Right.
Just out of the locker room so I could get dressed. And then I made a report, and nothing was followed up on.
I'm just wondering if you see her perspective. She's
Go
saying
ahead.
that she's looking at you,
That's TMZ.
say, in a towel, and you still
she's
have
seeing
male
male
genitalia.
genitalia.
Right.
And, you may be transitioning, but could you understand her being uncomfortable?
Okay, stop. He's talking to a transsexual through video, and this guy's a complete idiot. And it's like, oh, she went overboard. No, she didn't. She's a female, and her privacy should be safe. It should be respected. All right, this is Tish, and this is Tish on record. Just laying down the facts. I love Tish Hyman. Go ahead.
Right now, women all across America are unprotected from being harassed,
Yes.
sexually assaulted,
Right.
and whatever in women's private spaces like locker rooms and massage places that should be women's only. Men can say they identify and they're a woman, and that's all it takes. We are women. We birth the whole world.
Beautiful.
We need respect. We need to be protected by law before the end of the year because millions of women right now are unprotected by law. There are laws that need to change. There's terminology that needs to change.
Yes.
We need to get things completely rooted in honesty. Right now, the whole entire ideology is rooted in lies. This is not a red and blue issue. This is a
Smart.
pink and blue issue.
Smart.
For anyone else who doesn't
Yes.
understand what I'm saying,
Yes.
this is a non-partisan issue. This is a women's safety issue.
Yes.
This is a public this is a humanity issue as well.
You go, girl. Tish Hyman.
Spot on, baby.
Yeah,
God
she was
bless
spot
you. A
on.
lot to get to on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio after this.
legend of the phoenix all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. Love. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Outlaw Radio. The staccato hoofbeats of a golden palomino, carrying a man who fights wherever justice needs a champion. Magic Matt Allen.
Oh, yeah. How do you not love this guy? Educator, lecturer, chairman of the Christian... I don't think it's Christian Fellowship. What am I missing here? And Television Commission. This man puts on a great award show once a year called the Movie Guide Awards. He's a man who cares. He's a man who loves the United States of America. And he's a man that loves Jesus Christ. Of course, prior to that, he was, he was having threesomes in New York. But that's way in the past. He is a beautiful father of several children and the grandfather to so many beautiful kids. And he is the son of Western film star Robert Allen, author of How to Succeed in Hollywood, and behind the scenes of the golden age of Hollywood, the legacy of Robert Allen, a great homage to his father, and he knew the great Charlie Kirk personally. Ladies and Doberman, a proud Magic Matt Outlaw Radio welcome to Milan Robert E. Theodore Baehr, the great Ted Baehr. I'm glad you're here, Ted.
I'm glad I'm here, too.
Yeah.
That was a great introduction.
Yeah, well,
I sound like an outlaw.
Yeah, well, you are an outlaw, and as soon as our producer takes down the reverb button, then I'll be able to hear you completely. Your daughter, Evie, you told me this story maybe 4 years ago, and we're talking about Charlie Kirk, and it's at one of your illustrious, beautiful parties there in Southern California. Always a good time, always a great party, always great food, great whiskey, and we smoke cigars. Wait a second. This guy, this man is a preacher, and he smokes cigars? Yes. This man is a preacher, and he drinks whiskey? Yes. Yes, the way Jesus Christ and God wants it to be, for us to have a happy day every day without hurting anyone. And I got to tell you, Ted Baehr, that this story you told me 4 years ago, it's sort of, I had to scratch my noggin. We were talking about the great Charlie Kirk. You had mentioned that your beautiful daughter, Evie, she visited Charlie. She was flown to Arizona to be a part of one of his shows, and you mentioned that he sort of didn't pay attention to her. You know, like that Hollywood party thing where they're looking past you to the bigger name.
I will clarify the story.
No, and this is why we're talking about it, Ted. This is why. And by the way, I wouldn't bring it up if it were to embarrass you in any way, and you know that.
That doesn't embarrass me at all.
I know, and it shouldn't.
Charlie spoke at an event many, many years ago at Steamboat Springs. I brought Corbin Berenson to speak and Kevin Sorbo and a couple of others. It was a conservative event, but it was, and Charlie at that time was with Candace, and he was very good. I mean, he was always very good.
Yeah.
But he was not yet a Christian. I mean, you can read his testimony. and you know the people who led him to Christ. His testimony is right out there for anybody. And when he had Evie on the show, because Movie Guide now reaches 73 million fans. At that time it was, and he was trying to promote all the things that he was doing to make money on the show.
Right.
And he came to Christ after that, and God got a hold of him and just turned him into a mighty man of God. And God does that to people. I mean, before I came to Christ, you mentioned it. I grew up in the entertainment industry. I was a left-wing comedy pinko rat. I came to Christ, and my life turned around, and I didn't know what to do. So I said, I got to find out more. So I went to an Episcopal cemetery in New York. Oh, seminary, sorry.
Okay.
And they had great professors, and I was interested in finding out more. So I love it. I love the Lord. Now I went to an Episcopal seminary. So if you're Episcopal, and I'm not anymore. I go to reality church. But if you're Episcopal, you don't mind having a wine once in a while.
Right.
And I figure whiskey is better for you than wine.
It is.
Because all the outlaws drank whiskey.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now this is the beautiful thing about Ted Baehr. We had this conversation a few nights ago at a little cigar get-together at my buddy Chris's house. And I asked him about this, and I loved his answer. And something that I was totally in the dark about. I thought for some reason Charlie Kirk had always been a man of God and a man of Jesus since he was a kid. And you shed a spotlight on the fact that no, it took him a while, right?
It took him a while, and I think that I can't remember his testimony. I read it when he was shot. God bless him. And that God bless the person who did it, because God is using it in a mighty way. But I read that his parents weren't Christian. He didn't know anything about it. My parents were Christian. They were stars in Hollywood. They were, I'm not going to talk to it. I loved them dearly. But people who were stars didn't think they needed anything in life. My father came to Christ 7 years after me. People change when they come to Christ. Before he came to Christ, I had a little boy, Pierce, and he was about 2 years old, and my father was using stage language, which you can guess what that is.
Yeah,
it's worse than firemen or sailors' language. And I said, Dad, you cannot swear in front of. You're going to have to go home. I was doing the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe in Atlanta, and his home was in New York at the time. And I came in, and he wanted to accept Christ, and he didn't swear once after that. I mean, his whole life changed. My life changed. That's what God does for us. He makes us better people.
You're talking about your father, Robert Allen. He didn't swear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about Charlie Kirk? When you first met Charlie, was he swearing like a sailor?
No. When I first met him, though, he was with the wonderful Candace. So, need I say more? I mean, you know all this.
Okay, hold on a second, Ted Baehr.
Yeah. And what she's doing for her spare time is trying to find out whether Mac Brown's wife is actually a wife.
No.
So,
I know. I heard the little chuckle. Candace, who once again, another one of those wonderkins. She's a brilliant gal. However, when it comes to conspiracy, right, Ralph?
She has gone down that rabbit hole.
Oh my God, she
passed Alice on the way down.
She is the queen of conspiracy.
And Tucker, get the tinfoil hat off, baby.
Yeah, like Tucker Carlson is a bit conspiratorial as well.
They're together in on it.
But we're talking about two really brilliant people.
Yes.
Explain that, Ted Baehr.
we love them.
Yes.
Well,
I do.
First, okay, I'll explain it to you. God gives people gifts. God gives people gifts like they can be great runners, like Baehr. They can be great speakers, and it's how you use the gift. It's not the fact he's not an Indian giver. I'm reading about the Old West, and you're talking about outlaws. He gives it to you, and you've got it. So you can be a great speaker. Like, who do we want to choose? Winston Churchill, who's calling the people of England to stand up against the Nazis, or Hitler. I mean, he gave them both gifts. It's how you use the gift. So it's not the fact that you're brilliant. There are lots of brilliant people who use it for the bad, and lots of brilliant people who use it for the good.
Right.
God gives people gifts. He designs people in different ways. It's up to us to make the choice that we want to accept the good, the true, and the beautiful, and not wallow around in being negative nabobs.
Yeah, I've never been a negative guy. I'm always a glass half full guy. How about you? Even when you were doing the threesomes in New York before you found Jesus Christ.
That was 4. That was 4.
Oh, how about that? And by the way, you
gotta get your facts straight.
No, Ted Baehr corrects me about this. He was living. He was the only guy.
Well, let me tell you. Matt, you bring that up.
Yes.
It's in my books and things, so I would save for myself. But there's nothing better than being saved. I have no clue. What I always say is I'd never be part of a religion. I'm not going to name the religions where you can have more than one wife because it's just absolutely crazy. One wife, and I love my wife dearly, is enough. But 2, 3, 4, you've got a battle going on all the time. It is the stupidest religion in the world. Oh, I can't say that because he got elected as the head of New York. But it's the stupidest religion in the world that would allow you to have more than one wife.
What's going down? What's going to happen with this Mandami? What is coming down here? Is New York, and you're a New Yorker, my friend. Are we looking for advanced ugliness in our future there in that the greatest city in the United States?
Well, I went to NYU Law School. I love New York. I talked to my best friend who worked at the U.S. Attorney's Office with me today. He was head of the Eastern District. He did the biggest case ever. He's Jewish. I talked to my friend who's a Jewish doctor yesterday, one of the best doctors in the world. He gets millions of dollars to just, it's going to be terrible because most of them, that community, unfortunately, voted for a guy who's very explicitly, his religion is that you got to kill those people, and us too, Christians too. And the day after he was elected, there was a rally in Times Square saying that they should all get out. This is the largest Jewish population out of Israel.
Right.
2 months ago, I was asked to go to Israel to meet with Netanyahu. I've done that Christian leadership stuff about meeting, and I like the people, and I support Israel. I just didn't want to do it again. I'm getting too old. Both of my friends, by the way, said, we're 77 or 78, and we're going to be 79 soon. And I said, no, I got there, and I'll tell you, you don't want to go there. It's not the place to go to.
No, come on. Got glass half full, my friend, Ted Baehr. Movie Guy at Awards, Ted Baehr. Glass half full. So how...
I've seen the future, Matt. I've seen the future, and it's full of aches and pains.
Okay, listen to me. Ted, listen to me now. Talk to me later. Listen, how do we wrap our arms around the fact that at least 32% of the Jews in New York City voted for this man who hates them? How can that happen, Ted Baehr?
Well, it's happened a long time ago. I was head of a department at City University of New York, head of a department at Berkeley. The hate in the universities has grown to mammoth proportions. You know that from Harvard and Columbia, the riots at Columbia, anti-Semitic riots that are going on. That
UCLA.
went on last year.
Oh yeah, right in our backyard.
But this happened in Germany in the 20s. Germany was, the big stupidity of people is they think, the Germans, they were the smartest people in the world. They had all the great art. They had the great physics. If you wanted to be a physicist in the 50s, you learned German. But the point of the thing is, it's not having an education, it's having a knowledge of faith.
Yes.
Because if you have faith in Jesus, you love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faith, gentleness, and self-control. The trouble is that they have been educated, and a lot of my friends in Hollywood who are Jewish, again, they don't support Israel. They support the Gaza and the Palestine.
They're self-loathing. Self-loathing.
They've been educated the wrong way.
Yes.
We've turned them in against themselves.
Yeah. So it's the punk Jews in New York, the kids who probably weren't even around during 9/11 and have no idea the devastation that went down in that city.
Well, Michael Medved had a wonderful rabbi, Lapin, who I like a lot, and they moved up to
Is that the
Seattle.
bass player for the Monkees?
No, Michael.
Yeah, anyway,
no.
Rabbi Lapin.
Great radio
used
guy.
to say, that if you're Jewish, you're so smart that if you're not concerned with studying the Torah, then your mind goes in the wrong direction. So you have to be concerned about your faith. You have to be studying the Bible. Of course, I believe the more you study the Bible, the more you're going to accept Christ. But, I think that that's true, that you have to study the Word of God. Otherwise, if you're brilliant, you're going to go in the wrong direction, and we can point out a lot of people who did that. One of them is your friend George Soros, who was Jewish.
My friend? My friend. Well, I love that.
Your buddy.
This is how rumors get started. Ted Baehr, you know that I love you.
He's defaming me in public, and I don't mind.
Wait a second. He just defamed me. Hold on a second.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemous. Ted Baehr, I love you dearly. I love spending time with you. And I'm thinking that if I can get Mark C.G. Baehr out of his chair, maybe a little dive bar visit next week. What do you think, Mark?
I think that's a lovely idea.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been promising him a visit to a dive bar where we can hang out, have a cocktail, and a good time because we need the designated Mark C.G. Baehr to drive us. Ted Baehr, I love you. Give my best to your beautiful daughter, Evie. And we haven't talked since the assassination of Charlie Kirk. God bless Charlie Kirk. Yeah, I know you do.
God bless him.
Yeah, there's not a person in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar that doesn't adore that man. Ted Baehr, I love you dearly. Long life, my friend. He's got another segment.
Recognize my voice? You might not, huh? This is the Money Man, Eddie Money, with my good buddy Magic Matt right here. Outlaw Radio. Let me do it again. Are you an outlaw? I'm an outlaw, huh? My probation officer loves me. This is Money Man, my good buddy Matt right here on Outlaw Radio. Stick 'em up, motherfucker.
Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back, my friendlies. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio with a big question. How can you possibly choose just one?
I've already got my mind.
Between Sydney Sweeney and Scarlett Jugs Hansen, how can you possibly choose between the two of them as to whom would have the greatest boobies?
I still think it's Sofia Vergara. That's just
Sophia Loren?
Vergara.
I don't even know who is that. Wait, I know that name, but I don't have a visual.
She's a Spanish broad.
Yeah.
Great Maloney's.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. how can they possibly? And I don't want to say I don't want to be thrown off YouTube or Rumble, but how can they be any more tasty than Sydney Sweeney or Scarlett Johansson?
Well, she's Spanish, so there's a little spice to it.
We're not talking about.
You talking about the chick that was on the show with
What's the guy from Married with Children?
from
Oh, hold on a second.
Right.
Married with
Yes.
Children. What did she do?
She wasn't on Married with Children.
No, but she was on his show after.
The show
Married with
after we
Children.
Married with Children. She played the wife. She
Right.
played the young hot
Oh,
wife.
now I know who you're talking
Hot
about.
as hell.
No, I love
Yeah.
her. Yeah, she is hot as hell.
Yeah.
She is hot as hell.
Yeah.
But I've never. So you've taken.
You got a third in
You've
here
taken a magnifying glass into her melones because I've never really.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
Really?
Okay, I got a favorite.
Because I think she's gorgeous. I think she's gorgeous, but.
Malones grandes
All right,
sosaciosos.
Tattoo Dave, and by the way, it's not simply between Sydney Sweeney and Scarlett Johansson. I mean,
So it's open?
Well, it is open, but it's so beautiful that Sydney Sweeney, and I've always thought this about Scarlett Johansson, that those two are one of us. Well, we know that Sydney Sweeney is.
Sure.
That Vogue interview was great.
Yeah, it was 100% spot on. She does not cower to the idiot sticks on the woke left. Scarlett Johansson sort of, she wants another movie gig, but I swear to you, she's one of us.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I do believe that she's one of us. Tattoo Dave, all right, if we're voting, then who do you say has the best juggaroos? And by the way, yes, I'm a 12-year-old. What a little punk.
I'm trying to find her name, and I can't, but it's the woman that played the teacher/stripper in a movie called Varsity Blues. And... the kids, the high school kids.
No. I know this. I know the scene.
It's just the best knockers you've ever seen.
No, I know
knockers.
Yeah, well, knockers.
What are you, 8?
I know that. No, well.
Hey, Marty, why don't you shut up before you shut up permanently?
I'm 12. The thing is, I saw I saw the scene, and yes, they are beautiful,
Unbelievable.
But I gotta tell you, without seeing the actual. See, you saw them though without being behind a sweater or a top, as the girls call it, a top. We're talking about without seeing the actual
Tatas.
fleshy tot. Like, how old are you, Mart?
I'm
6?
12,
Are you
6.
6?
Yeah.
So it's different. It's different when they're undercover. So let's go with the undercover version between Sydney Sweeney and Scarlett Johansson. Tattoo Dave, which one wins the best boobies award?
Sydney Sweeney.
All right, yeah.
If it's
They're-
between those
they're
two,
perf-
I
they're
go
perfection.
Hold on a second. It's to me now.
Yeah.
I think, right?
Okay, Mart,
Talk
go.
about a turn.
Who is it?
It's Scarlett.
Scarlett? Ralph?
Out of that choice,
Ralph from the Bronx?
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney?
I want one of each.
Okay.
I'll take the left and the right.
Yeah.
together.
Okay. All right.
Sick man.
By the way, I don't think he's a sick. He sounds like a heterosexual male to me, Mark C.G. Baehr. I can't. I'm gonna be a wussified wuss doctor right now by saying between the two, Sydney Sweeney and Scarlett Johansson, I can't choose. We'll be this after back.
I only chose because she sells her bathwater.
Yeah, which, by the way, that's a plug. Look, by the way, I got to go with Sydney because she is facing the woke left.
Right.
So there, I said it. We'll be this
There we
after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Buy a new car, but the price ain't right. Ain't that gold? Be a downside cheaper, yes it would. Start riding the bike. Listen, they're making milk out of powder. Yeah, they are. Got the babies crying. Poor baby, they know what that stuff is. The rent's gone up higher. Yes, it is. Got the parents lying. Lord, it's a real motherfucker, yeah. Make you wanna run for cover, yes it will. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Good dog. Listen, got to go to a disco. Throw your troubles away.
motherfucker. Lord, it's a real motherfucker, yeah. Make you wanna run for cover, yes it will. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Say it's a real motherfucker. Oh, get out of here! Goodness. Too cold. Cold-blooded, I'm telling you the truth. Let me stop here at this gas station. Give me 3 gallons of low lead. I'm full, nothing else. I better stop and give me 2 hot dogs and a strawberry soda. It's a real motherfucker. Yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Yeah. It's a real motherfucker. Yeah. Wanna buy a new car, but the price ain't right. Ain't that gold? Be a downside cheaper, yes it would. Start riding the bike. Listen, they're making milk out of powder. Yeah, they are. Got the babies crying. Poor baby, they know what that stuff is. Rent's gone up higher, yes it is. Got the parents lying. Lord, it's a real motherfucker, yeah. Make you wanna run for cover, yes it will. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Good dog. Listen, got to go to a disco. Throw your troubles away. Dance to the music that the DJ plays. Well, all right. And then the lights come on. Yeah. Like you knew they would. That cold. Gone home and face the music. That don't sound too good. Ain't that cold? Listen. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. It'll make you wanna run for cover, yeah. And if you
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? This is Sean Young on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, this is Shelley Berman on Outlaw Radio. Listen, come on, listen to me or listen to Matt. If you like being bored, it's great for you.
It's Robert Hayes. I'm here on Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, a.k.a. The Weasel. We are here to drink. We're here to smoke. We're here to interrupt. You may drink. You may smoke. You may interrupt, but I'm here to
Live from the Lighten Up Lounge, this is Dom DeLuise saying, this is Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Chuck Woolery at Lighten Up Lounge on Outlaw Radio. Lots of fun, guys. Be back, 2 and 2.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio, where we smoke, we drink, and occasionally we bother people who look old and weak.
Hi, this is Rick Dees with Magic Matt, a.k.a. Mr. Cigar, in the Lighten Up Lounge. We drink, we smoke, we interrupt.
You just heard from beautiful Beth and Tony in Wausau, and they put on record as saying they like that Ted Baehr. They like that Dr. Ted Baehr. D-D-D. I'm not certain it's because of the threesomes and so on, but he's a God-fearing man, and so are Tony and Beth, who do believe in a higher power. So, Tony, Beth, love you. And speaking of Wisconsin, remember a few weeks ago I was talking about the world's greatest beef jerky, the best beef jerky I ever tasted from a company called Wisconsin River Meats. Big John reached out to me, and it's not easy, as I've discovered, to reach out to this show. You can do it, I guess, real time if you're watching us on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, punching in exactly that way on YouTube, and you can do it real time, but if you want to disseminate any personal information, it's a tough putt because we have a crappy website. It is. It's one of the worst websites that is not maintained whatsoever. And
it's from the 80s.
1880s. And this thing it's a tough putt, but for a guy like Big John at Wisconsin River Meats to go through the effort of finding the damn website and then reaching out and then sending something to me that gets to me in a few days.
Is that who gave me the...
It's forwarded to my personal email. I finally get it, and the problem is, and he said, I'm glad you love our beef jerky and all of our different jerkies. We'd love to send you some.
Right.
And so I sent him a reply, and it goes into, it says not deliverable because it goes into some spam, and it just doesn't work. So Big John, and I even tried calling. I called, and I said, Big John, please. And they put me through. I left a message, but he's probably like me, doesn't listen to messages. So I don't know, and we do want more jerky.
That's the best that I've ever had.
It is the best.
Venison jerky that I got the last time from him was off the
because
hook.
the flavor is so good, and there's no salt. It doesn't have that saltiness.
Really good, but I like the venison.
So anyway, Wisconsin River Meats in Muston, Wisconsin. Great little burg about an hour away from Wausau. What's up, Wausau?
And Beth and Tony, we didn't say this on the air. I was talking about during a break. He made a BLT with some of that Newski's.
I told him I was going to make BLTs last night.
And they turned out wonderful, man.
Yeah. It's that Newski's. By the way, someone from Newski's should reach out to us, but it's so difficult even to contact us.
Maybe one of our wonderful listener would like to become an intern and take over the website and email address, and in the future may lead to a paying gig with us.
Wouldn't that be Ralph,
who would
Ralph from the Bronx, always thinking. I love you for that. And I love a man from the Bronx who is totally on board with Mondami being ousted. You know, I love that. And it's not the Bronx that is our problem, right? It's Brooklyn.
Brooklyn mostly. But here's the big thing.
Yeah.
Almost 80% of single women under the age of 30.
Here we go.
Voted for Mondami.
My least favorite sect of the left, the woke left, is white broads, man.
And this is why.
I can't stand them. And you know they're unmarried, and you know they have no kids.
They
don't want kids. And they have no lives.
They have the highest unemployment rate in the country at almost 10%.
Is that right?
And you know why?
Huh.
Because they got degrees like in gay women's studies.
Right.
And that's not going to pay their tuition.
That are meaningless.
And they don't want to work at Starbucks for $10 an hour, so they're looking for big daddy government to bail them out.
Exactly. Hold on, $30. It's coming soon. $30.
That's what they believe.
Minimum wage from Mundummy. Nancy Pelosi retires. So we got
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Yeah.
Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch.
We got the insider trading. We got the
$130 million profit while she's been in Congress.
How about the fact that totally spot on and gave the green light to Obamacare, loves Obamacare. If Obamacare works, then why are we having a government shutdown now? The fact that somehow the Democrats are blaming that these ridiculous rates are our fault, that would be Obamacare. Am I wrong about this, Ralph?
You're 100% correct.
It's Obamacare, and we were against Obamacare.
What are we at, 41 days now?
Oh, it's
insane.
It's insanity.
Well, it's interrupting all the plane flights.
Yeah, they've clipped 1,000 flights a day at LAX alone.
Yeah, by the way, we forget about Nancy Pelosi's pass the bill before you read the bill to know what's in it.
Right.
You got to pass the bill, and then we will know what's in it. This is a breakdown of, and by the way, I mean that in two ways. The great Nancy Pelosi. Please enjoy her.
Sending stuff over to the Senate, well, most of the product that we've done is, except now what we may have added in the last day or so, and some of what we added is Senate to the bill, like a hearing.
Whoa.
Bernie doesn't like hearing. Excuse me, Bernie loves hearing. Bernie doesn't want hearing in the bill and all that stuff. So some is Senate-oriented, and then we had the family medical leave. We figured if they're putting things in, then we can put something in, even if Manchin doesn't like it. So, so we are getting some bird and privilege. I think mostly we're getting privilege scrub. Because privilege strike is deadly to a bill. Birdable is important. You have to take it out. But privilege violation can take you out.
Jeez. It's almost like Bidenese.
Hey, Marty, Sydney Sweeney, Scarlett Johansson jugs, or Nancy Pelosi's boobs.
You know, Pelosi back
By
in
the
the
way,
day.
back in the day,
Big old juggeroo.
Yeah, that was some sweater meat. I'll tell you. You know, if we didn't have to depend on Nancy Pelosi's mouth to talk, and those jugs could simply talk, I think that she'd still be part of the government.
You know, she clicks like the African tribes.
Oh.
Just like her tongue stuck to the roof
Just a
of her mouth.
complete, absolute freaking idiot that made $1 gazillion in insider trading. How else do you make that much money? Explain it to me.
On $160,000 a year.
How do you make that much? How do you turn $1.60 into gazillions of millions of dollars?
I think her and Camel Toe bought their convertibles at the same time.
Oh God, it's just incredible. Hey, and here's the good news, my friends. Another woman found dead at Disney's Pop Sanctuary Resort.
Wow.
Fourth dead in a month. Orange County Sheriff's Office is informing, and by the way, I think that's Orange County in Florida.
It is.
Yeah.
Both are in Orange County.
Yeah, right. Isn't that weird? Do you think they thought about that when the Disney folks were? It's like we need to be in Orange County.
Kawinky dink.
And Japan.
Yeah.
By the way, I mean Japan. That can't be a beautiful joint because it rains a lot there. You know, the
it rains a lot in Florida.
Yeah, but not really. It's sporadic. It's
daily.
And it's yes, but it only happens for a few minutes.
You would think that Disney,
for the most part,
a corporation that big and how corporate they are, they could put some kind of a huge ass dome over.
Well, they could do that, but you know why?
Retractable dome.
That would cost them money.
Yeah, they don't want to do that. The Orange County Sheriff's Office is informing the public of yet another death linked to a Disney property, saying a woman in her 40s was transported to the hospital where she passed away. I got a feeling that this is something that probably happens all the time, but they keep it quiet, and now because it's come out a couple times, now they are sifting through this with a fine-tooth comb, and so any death, when you have not to give any leeway to Disney whatsoever, but when you have that many people visiting a park,
something's going to happen.
Yeah,
That are generally overweight and walking in 100-degree humidity.
wearing
Yeah.
Mickey ears.
Hey, Matt, have anybody here ever gotten stuck on a ride?
Oh, I have.
Before.
Yeah, I have.
And it's a scary experience, especially, I think it was Raiders, man, or some Raiders. Stuck in the dark part of it.
It never scares me at Disney, but it does scare me at these little carnivals.
Oh yeah,
because you know.
Oh, they're not monitored.
No, they're
rinky-dink. Yeah,
you got one guy with a shorter arm than the other one, and you got a patch over his eye.
No, this is just minutes away from death. You know that cup is going to fall to the ground. You know.
Oh, yeah. Yay. Put your hands up.
Hey, Kanye West is, he's doing the right thing. He's meeting with renowned rabbi to apologize for the past remarks disparaging Jews. Do you think he means it?
Kanye's a dip. Yes.
Do you think he means it? Well, he's a fashion mogul and a rap superstar.
Oh,
so is P. Diddy.
Yeah, Kanye West, P. Diddy, took a meeting with a prominent rabbi and has apologized for his years-long streak. Yeah, he's been on a roll, has he not, of anti-Jewish statements. Yee was seen on video having a sit-down with Kabbalist Rabbi Yoshiyahu Pinto in Manhattan, engaged in serious conversation. I feel really blessed to be able to sit here with you today, West says on the video, and just take accountability. Kanye, well, he's getting ready to come out, ain't he? Get out of the big house. Kanye goes on to say he was dealing with several issues such as bipolar problems. You know, that's sort of a catch-all for females. Do you think that he really does suffer from that?
Oh, I think he's insane.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Do you think it's because he was so rich and no one would ever say no to him?
No, I think he was like a mad scientist artist, and you know, a lot of those dudes are. There's a screw loose, and that's
true. You're
however, I'm not certain if it would become apparent if they didn't make millions of dollars.
Yes,
right.
You're right.
You're just walking around the
they
street.
wouldn't be in the spotlight.
So I wanted to come and take accountability. Sometimes, when people aren't that knowledgeable about the bipolar, the cause or what caused, I just think he's using that as an excuse. Yee went on to try and give an example of what happens with bipolar issues, saying it's like a kid messing up the garage, and now he's trying to clean up his own messes. For me as a man to come and take accountability for all the things I've said, he told the Jewish leader, and I really just appreciate you embracing me with open arms and allowing me to make amends. I wonder how much he had to pay the rabbi.
Maybe he's converting like Sammy. Oh, boy.
You're hearing me, though. I'm telling you.
Are you talking about Pete?
There ain't a rabbi. There ain't a good rabbi on the planet who's going to turn down a donation.
No.
Think about it. I would bet you, gun to my head, there was a donation made. Please meet with me. Otherwise, what would be the upside for the rabbi? I mean, honest to God.
Is Kanye West?
Maybe the dude wrote a rap song.
Is Kanye West in jail?
No.
I didn't think so.
Well, who are we talking about then?
He's not in jail.
Yes, he is.
No, he's
P.
not.
Diddy is.
Oh, P. Diddy.
Yeah, P. Diddy's in jail. Kanye is not.
Two different
in jail.
people.
Yeah, two different people. P. Diddy got arrested in jail the other day.
What?
Yeah. What did he do?
He was drinking hooch.
Homemade hooch.
Yeah.
Toilet water.
They extended his days.
Oh, that's funny.
That's pretty damn funny. They extended his days?
Yes.
How many do you think?
They didn't say. He said, but there'll be a day extension.
But even one day, when you're looking forward to getting out of the big house, you can't stay away from it?
No.
Oh, jeez.
They say once you're in, it's hard to get out.
Oh.
Bathtub gin.
This gal, I was under the assumption, everything I've read about her, and we played little takes from her on the show, Deborah Messing, I believe, is a big, full-fledged, woke lefty idiot stick.
No kidding.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
However,
so hot though.
Isn't it interesting how? Oh yeah, she is.
She's
got that girl next door.
Matt, we were trick or treating at Toluca Lake, just you and I.
That's
not
right.
the kids.
We met her.
And we met her. She came to the outside. She answered her own door.
Oh yeah.
And she was looking good.
Yeah. Deborah Messing.
Hot.
You think is she a natural red-haired gal?
You know how you can tell?
No.
She's red by cracky.
Okay.
Anyway.
Deborah Messing shares a viral meme calling Zohran Mamdani Baghdadi
Man, dummy.
a communist jihadist. Will and Grace star Deborah Messing shared a viral meme on Election Day to her 1.4 million Instagram followers, calling newly elected New York City Mayor Baghdadi an actual communist jihadist. The meme gained viral stream on social media after being promoted by the Persian Jewess Instagram account. Showed a fake voter ballot listing two candidates as a Democrat, just a Democrat, and the other as an actual communist jihadist, a literal Karl Marx quoting America-hating jihadist. Messing, who's been a loud supporter of Israel, however, a big woke lefty and a Trump hater. I'm throwing that in. That's my editorial. She's shown her support for Andrew Cuomo's mayoral campaign. By the way, you know, when you really get down to it, oh my God.
I wish you would have won.
It's just bad and badder. It's just,
exactly.
Your choices are so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I just wish our beret wearing son of a bitch would
I
have.
won his radio slot.
Yeah, well, okay.
See, Matt, at first I thought you were talking about the gal from
WABC.
I thought you were talking about the gal that Everybody Loves Raymond.
She's another one.
No, she's a conservative as hell.
Oh, no, she's a good gal.
I ran into her at Albertsons in Malibu at the top of the Las Virgenes.
Yeah.
And I talked to her for a minute in the aisle.
She's a good gal.
She's a really
She is a good gal.
Good conservative
Messing,
gal.
who backed Joe Biden in 2020, spent the weeks leading up to the election speaking out against Mamdani, endorsing Cuomo as a candidate with decades of experience and who loved to mess around with many women against their will. She didn't say that. I did. More editorial. To lead in New York City, she doesn't feel is safe right now. You don't think it's safe right now, Miss Messing? Ooh. Holy cow.
Yeah, just wait.
Buckle up.
Oh.
Buckle up, bitch.
I understand the passion behind Mamdani. He's young and enthusiastic and never had a job. 33 years old. New York City, the financial center of our country. I don't think he has the experience for the job. Oh, he has the experience to take over, as they've already taken over London. I mean, shouldn't that be a lesson to someone, what has happened in beautiful London town?
You know, I was talking to our father last night for a minute, and he
You
said,
can't get a hot dog on the street in London. Now it's only yak. Only braised yak.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yes.
No, have you ever had yak?
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
Don't talk back.
With hair or without.
Yak. Anyway, so Dad said, well, like, his father, our grandfather always said, like, during the Gaddafi, all that stuff, he said, somebody's going to come in, and they're going to take this country over without pulling one trigger.
Yeah, without ever firing a shot.
And it's slowly happening, kind of, except for...
Not kind of.
I mean...
Not kind of. It is happening.
Okay.
I mean, when a guy...
So they want civil war?
When a guy that absolutely 100% hates the effing Jews tells a fake story about his aunt or whoever the hell that was, being afraid to wear her garb after 9/11, and that's the worst thing he can think about 9/11 when we lost so many thousands of innocent folks minding their own business one day, just another day at work,
but Matt,
and they lost their effing lives, and hates the effing Jews, hates the Jews, but yet a large percentage of the Jews in New York City, the largest number of Jews who live in America are in those boroughs in New York, and they vote yes for this man that hates them. We are dealing with young dip-asses, like a bunch of AOCs, except they don't have the power like AOC. AOC knows what she's doing. She has the power. She likes making the money.
She doesn't have the power of the mayor of New York City, though.
No, she doesn't. She does. But, you know, they're in it together,
right.
Ralph.
Oh, of course.
They're in this together.
And Matt, I brought this up to you. I said, well, the big phrase after 9/11 was, "We will never forget." And I said, boy, do they forget. You said to me, well, that generation wasn't even around when that happened.
Yes. Many of they weren't around.
They weren't
even born. They weren't born. Kami Mamdani's win in New York City marks the death of the Democrat Party as we once knew it. House Majority Whip Tom Emmer told News Department. His communist agenda will run America's largest city straight into the ground, while Democrats in Congress sit idly by because they either agree or are too terrified by their base to speak up. The election results in New York City prove the trend we've all been witnessing. Pro-terrorists, Marxist radicals are now the left's mainstream. And I believe that the majority, a lot of people like to talk about, well, yeah, but many of the Democrats are just good old Democrats. No, I think the majority are Marxist leftists, but they're afraid to come out. I think they're afraid, and this sort of gives them...
as they should be afraid.
Yeah, but gives
them a
them
platform.
the green light to sort of slowly come out, because that's who they are. Democrat Socialist Assemblyman Zoran Mondani won the New York City mayoral race. If our dude with the hat, if the dude with the beret there would have been a shot. And you have to agree with that, Ralph. There would have been a shot.
Look, I also think there would have been a shot if Cuomo got out.
Right.
And by the way, he lost in the primary. So that was just sour grapes for him to jump back in.
Yeah. And he's a bad guy. That's my point. But who do you vote for? Well, you don't want the commie in there, so you got to vote for the other bad guy.
You vote for D, none of the above.
Yeah, well, it's a shame. You got to vote for someone to protect your city. Yeah. And I love New York City. I got to get over there quickly before he takes over, because all hell's going to break loose.
Matt, you get free bus rides.
Yeah. How about that? And how is he going to pay for it? $30 minimum wage. Boy, that extra minimum wage that our governor here in California tacked on, boy,
screwed everything up.
Well, how much do you pay for a Big Friggin' Mac or a Jack in the Box burger in Southern California now? It is ridiculous.
$17.
It's crazy. I won't do it.
I was at Popeye's Chicken down the street.
And Popeye's Chicken, another great example.
But I walk in there, and they will not allow you to order at the counter. You've got to be kiosk.
Is that right?
All the employees are gone.
Oh, yeah.
Just the cooks.
Yes.
So
as predicted by the way, I'm not some big smarty pants, but I predicted this 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I said, watch this.
Cash registers are
raise the minimum
counter.
wage.
Yep.
They're going to get rid of people.
Yep, that's exactly what's happened.
Biting them in the ass.
Stupid a-holes, man. These little punks.
Look at that. I make $30 an hour for flipping a burger. Well, guess what? You don't have your job anymore.
Yeah, for 2 months. For 2 months, and then goodbye. And old Charlemagne the God, that's THA, calls on Democrats to vote on reopened government. Okay, yeah, smart. Yeah. People got rent, child care. By the way, Charlemagne the God, with all those viewers and so on.
Very articulate.
People got rent.
People got it.
Well, they got
People
rent.
got rent, baby.
They got rent.
Got to pay my bills.
Child care, light bills, car notes. Left-wing radio host Charlemagne the God called on congressional Democrats to vote to open the government now that they won elections on Tuesday. I think the prediction by Ralph from the Bronx was that it would be probably this coming Monday if they were to reopen at all, the Democrats. Right. And not the day after, so it didn't become, so obviously apparent what they're doing. These are really bad guys. And I will tell you, it was a bad Tuesday night. It's not the worst thing. I mean, obviously, we could have Kamalato in there as our president. So no, it's just
one.
Don't you think it's good? It's just a little tiny hit. But damn it, Ralph, damn it.
But they're going to see. They're going to see, Matt. They're going to see.
I thought Ciccarelli would pull this out. I thought he'd win. You and I both.
I wanted to. Jersey's it's a blue state.
Right. And it's like my Uncle Dick in Dayton, Nevada. Who's a good person, but yet he can't get out of his own way politically. And you've got these really good people in New Jersey, but they were raised Democrats, and they were raised that Democrats good, Republicans bad.
They voted in an attorney general in Virginia that fantasized to killing his opponent, and then fantasized about killing the guy's kids.
Insanity!
Yeah.
It's insanity!
They do it in spite of Trump.
They
just do it because there's a D next to it.
Because there's a D. Yes. Because Democrats good, Republicans bad.
Yep.
And I had so much hope and faith in my New Jerseyites and New Jerseyans. I live there. I think they're great people, but man, you're dip asses.
In Maine, I don't know if you guys saw the movie or read the book It by Stephen King.
Yes.
Of course.
That's a true story. The woman who was the subject of it, who took a man and kept shoving sand down his throat until he suffocated, was just elected to the Maine City Council.
Boom.
That's it.
We'll be this after back, my friends. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest radio stations. Thank you for spending time with us.
Don't get
Plantains, by any other name, are still bananas. And now there's a new game in town led by an hombre named Matt. A poker-playing, cigar-smoking, barbecue-eating talker. They call him Magic in these parts. And he's made bananas a kind of art form. The kind of talking that makes people sit up and bark at the moon. Ordinary just got better. Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Simple question. Not certain the answer is as simple as the question that I will pose to the great Steve Abbott from the beautiful state of Wisconsin, our truck driving friend. And he's been with Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio for years and years. Love this guy. Sydney Sweeney, Scarlett Johansson,
or Nancy Pelosi.
Oh.
Best boobs.
Those three, I'm going with Sydney Sweeney. But when when Ralph said Sofia Guerrera.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I Chihuahua. You know, I'm just going to go with that.
That's a little spicy right there.
Tough, huh?
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna. I have to go with Sophia, but Sydney on the other three. But speaking of motorboat, and one of the kind of two reasons I'm kind of called in is that Monday is the 50th anniversary of the Edmund Fitzgerald going down.
Yeah.
Great song.
And the second one on coming up is the 250th birthday of the Marines. So Mr. Billy Gilly out there,
yeah,
and all my friends that I've grown up with that served that I never served, I just kind of wanted to make sure that it was brought up to you and all the other lovely
Gordon
listeners
Lightfoot
out there.
appreciates it.
He's not talking about that, Mart.
Oh.
He's talking about our veterans.
Billy Dilly.
Yeah, he's talking about our Marines, our 250th anniversary.
I just
of the
donated $10 to one yesterday at a grocery store.
Yeah, but you have a personal anecdote, which this happened at a grocery
Vaughn's.
store, right?
Yeah. At Vaughn's, and a guy sitting out there had a desk table outside the store set up, decorated military person, and so I walked in. I got cash back, which I never do, and I gave him $10, and he gave me a flag. Another guy comes up, gives him 20. Another guy, for the most part, people were pretty friendly. This lady walking by, she goes, "Warmongers." And I didn't say anything. I just kept on walking. Man.
Yeah,
I didn't want to get into it with her.
If it were me, do you think I could stay quiet?
No.
Not a chance in hell.
I don't think Steve Abbott would stay quiet.
I would say, I don't know, better than being a whoremonger.
Whoremonger.
Or better than being an ugly piece of crap.
No, it was disgusting. It is disgusting.
Warmongers.
Yeah.
Warmongers.
Yeah.
Yeah, these people that served our country are warmongers.
No. I would have to say she's an affluent, white, female,
Yep,
urban
exactly what she
liberal.
was. Big fatty.
The worst. And by the way,
Yep.
whether they're heavy or not has nothing to do with it. No, what? No. The majority of these broads, they're not broads. I love broads. The majority of these females on the left, the woke left, are thin, white, and really unattractive, wearing really asinine large glasses for some reason. So it has nothing to do with a weight thing. It has everything to do with these are nasty, nasty people.
Can I ask Steve Abbott a question really quickly?
You're talking to the great Steve Abbott, truck driver extraordinaire.
It's Marty. Of course, you know that. Anyway, so, buddy, are you an owner-operator, or do you work for a company?
I am actually my own motor carrier. I am, most people consider an owner-operator that leases underneath somebody's numbers. I have my own numbers.
Oh, I got it. So you don't own.
So
you don't lease the truck.
He owns it.
Yeah, I used to lease the first place I was at. When I bought the truck, I leased under somebody.
Gotcha.
Another person.
Okay, so that's
I
it.
finally went and got my own numbers.
I know, nobody
I'm a
cares.
motor carrier.
Well, then
care.
why'd you ask if no one cares? Why would you ask Steve Abbott, who's a good man? I care as well.
Where is Steve Abbott today?
Hey, Steve,
Wisconsin.
are you at a dive bar in Wisconsin? You're not traveling the country?
No, I'm standing out in the freezing sleet out in the front of the driveway by the street to get a better signal. I would be traveling the country, but the trucking industry it's turning a corner, especially with Duffy now at the head of the DOT. But You know, when they're starting to realize that there's 200,000 to 300,000 people that can't speak English that are illegals or illegally got their CDL behind the wheel.
Right.
It's just the amount of fraud and how dangerous this is, and even in the national security. You know it's a problem when you have him, Holman, Texas, and Trump in a meeting. When's the last time you seen a DOT head next to those three type of people in a meeting?
Well, because it is so dangerous, and this obviously should not be happening.
Yep, and the rates have been driven down, and I could sit on this show for hours and tell you of all the corruption, and your head would shake. Yeah. You wouldn't believe the stuff that I know.
Oh, I would believe when it comes to corruption, and when it comes to anything corruption in government, and it was our last president who made this happen, right? That it's just like all bets are off. Anyone, you want that license? Come on in. The water's fine.
You don't even need a name.
You don't even need you're right. You don't need a friggin' name. It's just it's embarrassing.
Well, Matt, I drove when I drove my tractor around, and I was driving an International, and the worst part
was it automatic?
Is going through 15 speed,
Yeah.
And so
right.
So anyway,
yeah.
So I have to go through the scales, which I hated, and blah blah blah, all that stuff. Then I see, and I'm sorry, but it's true, the Latinos and the Middle Easterns driving their truck they never even stopped at the scales most of the time. Nobody messed with them, and they had like their trucks were all beat up. They were like, they looked like crap. It doesn't matter. They had a path here in California is where I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, California's is responsible for 25% of all these going through. The guy that killed those 3 people down in Florida, the Indian dude.
Right.
Well, he was registered to vote, even though he marked not to vote when he got his license illegally through California. And I think that's the back door. It's always been the motor voter. It's that bad.
Right.
But Newsom's told his DOT agents supposedly not to enforce federal law. Well, okay, it was since 1937 to operate commercially or interstate, you had to speak English. That was signed by FDR.
Right.
It was then Obama who put out a memo that said, hey, no, this is not an out-of-service violation if you can't speak English. It was the same time that ELD came out, and you could use your cell phone as an electronic logging device.
So it's okay not to be able to read the road signs. That's all right.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is you could use that phone for a translator. Well, then all of a sudden now when everything is all connected to the internet, you can have somebody in God knows wherever editing their logs going down the road.
Yep.
It's just you sit there and you're going, oh, this was supposed to make it safer. This was supposed to make it safer.
Right.
That's what the drum that they beat, and everything it's done exactly opposite. It's run the trucking industry into the ground. There are multiple companies that I know that have been around for 40, 50, 60 years that are either going out of business or there are the creditors knocking on their door.
Because Steve Abbott, because the attitude is, well, yeah, but it's just not nice. It's not nice.
Yeah.
They can't speak English, but they should be able to do that job. It's just not nice.
Well,
we need to make it nice for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, what it is, it's the big corporations like the certain big trucking corporate entities. Well, there's a trucker shortage. We need these for a trucker shortage. There is no shortage. There's always a shortage of people that will do the job for damn near nothing.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And and that's what BS is. BS is based on a partial truth. They'll tell you half of it, but they won't tell you the other half of it.
All right.
And that's what it is.
I love this.
So, yeah.
I love this guy, our truck driving buddy, a good American, Steve Abbott. If it's Vance Sweeney, do you like that ticket? Do you like that ticket?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It is Wisconsin accent.
Oh yeah, Norm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love my Wisconsinites. I love my Wisconsinites, and I love truck drivers, no matter where you're from, unless you can't speak English or read the road signs, and you have your this license absolutely illegally, although legal, according to Biden and Obama. Yeah, these are bad people. These are bad people. Vote the right way. I'm talking to you, New Jersey. In 4 years, vote the right way.
2 years.
Is it 2?
Yeah.
Is it 2? In 2 years. Come on. By the way, you deserve...
Actually, it's next November.
Okay, you deserve what you get. You deserve what you effing get. All right, I love you dearly. He's a good man. Truck driver, Steve Abbott.
Later, Stevie.
Yeah, he's a good...
Thank you, guys.
Good man.
See you, Stevie.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio privately assuring people he has no intention of running for president. Which, by the way, I think Ralph and I discussed this last Saturday. I was sort of on this page. He says he has absolutely no intention of running for president in 28 if Vice President J.D. Vance chooses to run. I think that Marco, though, would definitely be the vice president.
That's the
nominee.
only reason he's saying he has no intention.
Yeah. And what a beautiful ticket that is. What a beautiful ticket that is. Governor Shapiro, you want to like him. He seems like a pragmatist, sort of, but he's still one of them. He's still one of them. No, I don't mean Jews. I mean, he's one of them, one of those Democrats.
You can't trust him.
One of those lefties. I appreciate Newsom not letting GOP rig the election. So I wonder if Shapiro is sort of throwing his hat in the ring for president by saying that.
No kidding.
Right? By agreeing with Newsom. Because, P.S., much smarter guy than Newsom, in my opinion. Governor Shapiro in Pennsylvania, absolutely smarter guy than...
And an all-around better guy.
Yes, and a better guy. A couple days ago on MSNBC's Morning Joe, Governor Josh Shapiro said that voters in California said they're not going to let Greg Abbott and Donald Trump rig the election in Texas, and I appreciate Governor Newsom's leadership. No, this is a scam-a-lemma ding-dong. And I love that, I think it was Bill Maher who said that, the one thing I like about Newsom is he's got guts. He's got guts. That Prop 50, that was a gutsy thing to do. How is that a gutsy thing to do in this state where we broadcast, meant to say cast, California? How is that gutsy to throw the Prop 50 up there and think that there's any chance that ain't gonna pass? When it was first propped up, I thought, Ralph, and so did you, they needed 60% of the vote. And even with that,
What did they get, like 80?
It still would have passed.
Yeah.
It was in the 70s.
Yeah.
It was in the 70s.
Dumbass California.
Yes, dumbass California voters. So you love what's going on here in California? The highest gas prices in the United States of America? That's Newsom. Those are taxes. That's Newsom. The massive homeless problem, that would be Newsom. The train to nowhere, billions of dollars later.
The non-existent train.
And it still goes nowhere. Yeah. That's Newsom.
They got 2 miles built. Come on.
Oh, but yet you idiot sticks in this state of California continue to prop this son of a bitch up to the point where it appears that he's number one when it comes to your president on the Democrat side in 28.
Unbelievable.
To me, it is unbelievable.
Why,
to me, it is
come.
absolutely unbelievable.
Yep.
Rolling around a bend.
I don't think anybody in the Midwest votes for him.
Charlie Kirk called a Muslim socialist mayor in New York City, and he was talking about this, of course, before. What happened to him? It was one of us, right? It was a MAGA. It was a MAGA that shot Kirk.
Yeah,
it was, right. It was a MAGA because being a MAGA, he of course would be against everything Charlie Kirk stood for, which is freedom and the love of America. So it had to be a MAGA who shot and killed, assassinated the great Charlie Kirk, who called a Muslim socialist mayor in New York City one of the biggest threats to our country. His insights from that X account of his warning that he believed Islam was becoming a growing threat to the United States become increasingly
spot on, baby.
Relevant. And even though, in my opinion, Charlie Kirk was a genius, you don't have to be a genius. All you have to do is check out the scoreboard across the pond. Look what the great town of London has turned into. It's not that hard to suss this out. It is beyond belief that these things can happen in America. It is beyond belief that Londoners have to put up with this, but they start off on the left. We don't. We at least love America. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. When we return, Sydney Sweeney refuses to apologize for the American Eagle Great Jeans ad. I love this broad.
But the price ain't right. Ain't that gold? Be a downside cheaper. Yes, it would. Start riding the bike. Listen, they're making milk out of powder. Yeah, they are. Got the babies crying. Poor baby, they know what that stuff is. The rent's gone up higher. Yes, it is. Got the parents lying. Lord, it's a real motherfucker, yeah. Make you wanna run for cover, yes it will. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Good dog. Listen, got to go to a disco. Throw your troubles away. Dance to the music, yeah, that the DJ plays. Well, all right. And then the lights come on, yeah, like you knew they would. That cold. Gone home and face the music. That don't sound too good. Ain't that cold? Listen. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. It'll make you wanna run for cover, yeah. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker, yeah. Make you wanna run for cover, yes it will. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Say it's a real motherfucker.
This is Outlaw Radio.
Welcome back, my friends and my friendlies. Welcome back, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. If you have not subscribed to us on YouTube, please do. Please take time out of your busy schedule. Boy, that music is loud. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest radio stations in America. Sydney Sweeney, before I get to her, next hour, Michelle Obama tells Stephen Colbert she's lost in Trump's America. And Michael Rappaport slams Zohran Baghdadi over his refusal to condemn Hamas. Michael Rappaport, boy, there's a guy that has come full effing circle over the last several years.
He has, but he's still annoying.
Oh, he's annoying.
He's from Long Island.
Yeah, he really is.
You said it best. Yeah. Like our former producer, lovely Lori Downey Jr. Where is she from?
Long Island.
Long Island.
Long
Long
Island.
Yeah.
Long Island.
Long Island.
I don't know, like Valley Stream or somewhere.
Valley Stream.
It's not Valley Stream, but for some damn reason I can't remember the little town.
It's yeah. My buddy's from there also.
Yeah, and I can't. I just does it start with a B?
Yes.
I think Bensonhurst. No, that's
That's on the island too, but that's in Brooklyn.
That's in Brooklyn. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, God bless.
Belmore.
Belmore. That's right, Belmore on the island. Yeah. Does that? Do you remember that town?
Yeah, I know Belmore.
I'm from freaking Belmore, right? We go to Friendlies every day. And
I mean, Ralph, you ever pick up any chicks in Belmore?
I actually have.
Easy? Yeah. Pretty easy?
It's not hard.
Was Lori one of them?
No. Why would you ask that?
I don't know. Well, you never know.
Yeah, I do know. Yeah, I would have heard about this. Yeah, it would have come out. Sydney Sweeney refuses. Oh, I just threw up a little bit in my mouth.
I know.
You know why?
Was that?
You know why? I'll tell you why. Because I'm thinking about Baghdadi taking over New York, and I'm thinking about the fact that you New Jerseyans, you New Jerseyites, you had the chance. You had the chance to do the right thing for your state, and now I hope your taxes triple because you're already 49 out of number 2 out of 50 of the highest tax states in the United States of America. So let's go 50. Let's go 50 this time. And by the way, you know it's coming. You know this.
They have lost more population than any other state in the country.
Other state. And so this man Ciccarelli, he thought, well, if we do the right thing, maybe people will come back to New Jersey, or at the very least, not leave. That would have been a smart thing.
Well, aren't there police officers and firemen quitting their jobs?
That's New York, yeah. New York. Police
technically,
chief.
yes. What they're doing is putting in for their early retirement. They're not going to give up on their pensions.
No, of course not.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but they're getting the hell out. Yeah.
Is this a-hole going to also defund and defund and defund?
Who knows what he's really going to do?
No, he's turning social workers into police officers.
Oh, right.
Yes.
So if you have an emergency at your house,
you always know. By the way, innocent bystanders who call 911, they always know whether whoever it is a real threat with say a gun or a knife.
Right.
They know that. The gun can't be hidden in the back of the pocket or under their clothes.
Nope.
No, so it's like, okay, so is it a social worker this time or is it a police officer? Well, we don't see any gun. Social worker. Oh, you get what you pay for.
And then they show up. They go, "Let's just talk about this."
Yeah, you get what you vote for.
You may see a resurgence of the good old boys of the Italian selection, because they may go into a barter situation because of prices.
Wow.
I hope so.
So you may see the mafia make a little run for the top.
Wow. Oh, by the way, I thought we were already at the top of the hour, but this is the last segment of the hour, right?
Yes, it is.
Man, I was losing it. And so I barely have time to talk about Sydney Sweeney refusing to apologize for the American Eagle Great Jeans ad. She turns out to be not only sexy. I don't use the word beautiful because I don't really see her as beautiful. I see her as just nasty sexy.
Smoking hot.
Just right? Yeah, smoking hot, nasty, sexy, and
dirty.
On top of all that, a little bit dirty.
She's one of the dirties.
Oh, a little bit dirty. Yeah. And
I like them dirty.
And a great broad. So I'll get into that. I'll get into her. Next hour.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How old are you?
When we return, I'm maybe 15. You know, guys, we never grow up. Females grow up way too soon, but that's why they have control over us.
Yeah.
And don't think for a second you have a control over a female. No, they control us. They always have. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest stations in America. Hit me now. Huh.
Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh drop. Skip it. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Bitch, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bout that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday something. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. I said uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you said and flown it. If you freak dead and own it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you said and flown it. Well, it's Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh!
harder this year. Yeah, Baehr repping harder this year. Watch me as I gravitate. Ha 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 ha. Yo, we gon' ghost town, this Motown with your sound. You in the blink, gon' bite the dust, can't fight with us. With your sound, you kill the ink, so don't stop, get it, until you chat it, hit and watch the way I navigate. Ha 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 ha.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes, he just passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
Had to lighten them up, lounge.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Had to lighten them.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Big poker tourney tonight, have mercy, at my buddy Chris Brown's house. You know that rapper who beats his wife or his girlfriend?
Oh, yeah?
Not that guy. No, different.
So they're not in Tarzana.
No, different Chris Brown. No, these guys are in Northridge. Northridge, Cali. And Tattoo Dave is in the tournament. And you know, it's a year-long tournament. And, of course, you place in a certain placement in the top. How many folks are in the
9
in the tournament? So there are 9 in the tournament.
With one play in, make 10.
With one that is now playing to try right this second.
Desperation shot.
Yeah, desperation to try to be in that tournament. But Tattoo Dave...
I think he makes 9. I think it'll be a 9-person.
Well, but as I mentioned at break here, I said, you know, Tattoo Dave deserves it because... and you're, what, number 2? Or what?
No, I'm 4 this year. 4.
You're 4, okay.
But by the way, congratulations, Dave.
No, it doesn't matter where the hell you come in. You know, it matters that you're at the table.
Yeah.
And Tattoo Dave, love him, hate him, because, yeah, he's a loudmouth son bitch. But Tattoo Dave, our producer, is one hell of a tournament friggin' Texas Hold'em poker player.
Is there a chip differential in this game?
Yes,
From
yeah.
one to- yep.
Yeah. You know, number 1 gets the most chip, which, by the way, what I found is that rarely even is a factor.
Yeah.
You know, right, Dave?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It
It's
really-
all about getting a good hand.
It
Man,
is.
you were on a roll for a couple of years, man. You won back-to-back bracelets.
Well, I got
and
2
you-
bracelets. You know,
Yeah,
hey,
man.
I'm not going to be piggish about this. Why? And by the
He's
way,
giving you guys a shot.
but
You don't wear the bracelets.
No,
he did.
No, I don't.
He would never take them off. for a while.
No. I wore one bracelet, then it broke in the shower, and so I don't know where the hell I put that thing, but it broke, and so that was it. But you know. For the folks that really care about this, those are the people I'm happy about being in there. I'm happy Cato Kalin is in the tournament tonight.
Yes, he is.
He's, you know, because this will make his night, and I love Cato to death. However, I'm going with one of 2 people. Chris Brown, who has not been in that damn tournament, I don't think ever. I don't think he's ever made the final table.
Oh.
Chris Brown, so it's either Chris Brown or Tattoo Dave. So if Chris Brown doesn't win, I hope Tattoo Dave wins.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
No,
Thank you.
No, but you've proven your
Thank you very much.
You've proven your effing muster as a Texas Hold'em player, and it's, you know, something that, you know, I could wrap my arms around, but I haven't. I've done okay in tournaments. I mean this tournament, yes, obviously better than okay.
Can I ask?
'Cause I have
Can
2.
I ask you this though? Because
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know
my brother Mart.
much about it, but
Yeah.
so your home game. So you say Dave's a great tourney player.
Yes, he is.
What is the difference?
No, but okay, he's a great Texas Hold'em player. That's his game.
So that's the difference. Is
But it is
the
different.
Tourney
It-
is just Texas.
No,
period.
yeah, but but this tournament, Texas Hold'em tournament, is it is tournament play is different than a cash game.
I said why?
Because you're never out of a cash game. You can always rebuy.
You always have enough cash, and in a tournament, you've got to be careful.
You get
about
knocked out, you're out.
Yes, you're just done. And so there's a lot that goes into that. A lot of figuring.
Whoa, figure.
Yeah.
And Matt, I just want to say in my defense, if you know, I might be a good Hold'em player, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm not bad at anything else.
God,
I like the games of poker.
He has to go there, doesn't he?
Does Chris bring in a
Here
dealer
I
for
am.
this?
Here I am complimenting him
Nope.
from my heart,
Well,
but that's just not enough. Yes, Ralph?
Does Chris bring in a dealer for the tournament?
No, we talked about that. Like he should.
Shouldn't he? Hold on a second. Okay, if he were a rich man, like worth many millions.
Wait a minute. He is.
All right.
Like a hot broad dealing?
Hey, Matt, what's this Quinn Dale thing you got up here?
Oh, I forgot to get to that. This is a quickie, my friends. I think you'll dig this. This is a comedian that was sent me, and I laughed. I think you will laugh as well. Thank you for bringing that up, Tattoo Dave. Let's hear this dude. Go.
Waiting to board a flight recently, and I noticed that the pilot was a female, which I thought was cool. I'd never seen a woman fly a plane. I mean, I didn't actually see her fly the plane because obviously I caught a different flight, but I just thought it was cool.
I love that. I love
Great.
I got a different flight.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Sydney Sweeney refuses to apologize for American Eagle Great Jeans ad. She says, screw it. And some woke leftists said pushed racist messaging. You know, her ad that it's all about the jeans.
Meant nothing about
It's all
race
about the
or-
jeans. Speaking with GQ, Sweeney, by the way, GQ, you know, one of the foremost conservative magazines out there. Sweeney addressed the ad in her own words. The criticism of the content, which was basically that maybe specifically in this political climate, white people shouldn't joke about genetic superiority, began reporter Catherine Stoffel. That was the criticism, broadly speaking. Since you were talking about this, I want to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically. Lovely Sydney Sweeney with the great boobies. I'm editorializing again. She didn't say that.
She was thinking it.
She was thinking that. You know that because she's a lefty reporter.
Jealous.
Hello, you dirty little boys.
Oh, there we go.
Are you interested in my body?
Yeah, Sydney.
Wash? Well, you can't have it. Because this isn't for boys. It's for men. This is Dr. Squatch Natural Body Wash.
She's
With
brilliant.
long-lasting natural aromas like wood barrel bourbon, pine tar, coconut castaway, and fresh falls, you'll finally get the attention you deserve. So go to drsquatch.com today and quit being a dirty little boy.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney. Is
What company is not going to hire her for
Is
advertising?
the next conservative superstar. She is the next conservative superstar. I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear her, Sweeney replied without elaborating any further. When asked if she was surprised by the reaction, Sweeney seemed baffled that people took it to such an extreme. I love jeans, Sweeney said. All I wear are jeans. I'm literally in jeans and a T-shirt every day of my life.
Except for that
be my
silver,
wife.
except for that silver dress she wore. Oh my God!
Oh.
Well, you know.
When Stoffel asked Sweeney, you know, Stoffel is the chick from GQ, asked Sweeney about how she felt about President Trump posting about the ad on social media. Sweeney, True Social. Sweeney simply said it was. She said it was surreal. A cadre of woke lunatics lashed out at the American Eagle employing cheesy puns. Sydney Sweeney has great genes, the ad said, as a play in the word jeans. According to online
Brilliant.
woke activists, the ad was a dog whistle for Nazi eugenics.
Oh, God.
Oh God!
One crazed TikToker imagined that the ad is so racist and Nazified that it will be in history books, exclaimed the heavily tattooed weirdo with multiple piercings and a nose ring. That's Nazi propaganda, she added. Another extremist insisted that Sydney Sweeney had appeared in an ad for eugenics. This social media user also blared that American Eagle is fasci coded, meaning fascist. He is such a child, isn't Tattoo Dave is such a child. And that the jeans company created the ad to revive the Third Reich. Then there was the leftist woman who belched during the video, and yes, also, can you imagine? had a nose ring, claimed that the ad was meant to point away from black and brown women. The media also fanned the flames as well, with prominent outlets referring to the ad as controversial or even a cultural shift toward whiteness. White House communications manager Stephen Chang said the reactions were exactly the reason why Trump won the 2024 election, adding that Americans are tired of this bull, and he says the word, cancel culture run amok. This warped, moronic, and dense liberal thinking is a big reason why Americans voted the way they did in 24. They're tired of this bull S. Yes, we are.
Do you smell something right now? I smell jealousy. A lot of jealousy.
Oh yeah.
With these.
She's the best thing to come out of Spokane, Washington.
Wait.
She's a Spokane?
Yeah.
She's
Spokane, not Spokane.
Are you? She's a Spokane girl?
Yes, she is.
Oh man,
that makes her even better.
We are Washingtonians.
That's where we're from.
I mean, even though I was born in Portland, Oregon, but lived in Washington.
We grew
for
up
years,
in Washington. Yeah.
I had great experiences in Spokane.
Spokane, brother.
Whatever.
Oh, if she knows that, and I'll make up a dirty white little lie and say that, I was also born in Spokane, but I know Spokane. I did. One of my best magic shows was on stage at the Hilton in Spokane, Washington.
Spokane.
Opening up for a rock band. I had the greatest response ever in beautiful Spokane. By the way, it's Eastern Washington. Where they happen to vote right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, there's that side in Eastern Washington, and then you got the more northern, and then you go east, and that's Wisnatchie. Which is over there too.
Wisnatchie, also a great town where they vote right. Wisnatchians, they always vote right.
Yeah.
At least 70% of them. Michelle Obama tells Stephen Colbert she's lost in Trump's America. Former First Lady.
That's Big Mike.
I knew Dave had to say that.
Yeah, Michelle Obama joined Stephen Colbert and delivered a depressing diatribe about the President Donald Trump-led White House ballroom construction, calling herself confused and lost as standards and norms are being broken. Okay, what standards and norms are being broken when so many of our past presidents have done the same thing, reconstruction in the White House, right, Ralph?
Only 11.
Only 11 of them?
Only 11.
Is there a bowling alley in there?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Right.
No, because it was taken out.
No swimming pool anymore.
And Michael Rappaport, a guy who has gone full circle, man. We were throwing this guy under the bus a couple years ago. Why? Because he deserved it.
I'm sorry.
Bostonian. I think he's from Boston.
No, he's from Long Island.
I always have that problem with that guy. I think he's a Bostonian. He's a Long Islander.
Yes.
And we talked about Long Island earlier. So why is he annoying?
He's from Long Island. The Baldwins are from Long Island.
Oh, the most annoying.
Plays a lot.
The most annoying. Michael Rappaport slams Zoran Baghdadi over his refusal to condemn Hamas. He is so full of effing S, but he says the word. Michael Rappaport, by the way, I think he's a pretty fair actor. I think he's a good. I never catch him acting.
He's not bad.
No, I never catch him.
He's pretty good.
Right?
He picks the roles that he can do well in.
Yes.
How smart is that?
Yes.
So he's not a big dummy, as it turns out. Michael Rappaport slammed Democrat Socialist New York City mayoral frontrunner. Wait. So this, obviously, I got this story prior to him winning. Zoran Baghdadi over his refusal to call on the terrorist group Hamas to lay down their arms. He is so full of fun. Yes, actor Michael Rappaport, he is full of crap. But yet, it would take a big dummy not to understand who this guy really is. And those big dummies are those young Jews in New York who voted for him.
Mostly women.
It's mostly women,
Demographic
right?
was women, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, I was talking about this to Beth and her lovely spousal equivalent last night about, and I said, and these are two lovely people from Wisconsin, and I said, so when I mention on the show that the worst thing that ever happened to America was that the time that females were given the vote, what is your reaction to me? And she laughed and she said, "Yeah, you're right." I said, yes.
Most women, real women will agree
because
with you.
real broads, real women who love America, who are on the right, agree with me about this.
My grandfather would always say the two worst things that happened to America: moving baseball west of the Mississippi and giving women the right to vote.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
God bless your grandfather.
Oh, Matt. Oh, Matt.
Oh, by the way, there was one guy.
I'm
this
going
is
to email you. You're a caveman. You're a caveman.
There was one guy from Long Island. There was one guy from Long Island that is not obnoxious. Billy Joel.
Tattoo Dave. He's a child.
obnoxious.
He's a child. He has to keep playing the Hooray for
Because I'm
Boobies.
talking, so he has to do
No,
that.
I don't think it has anything
He's
to do with
after
you.
my ass today. It's
I don't
weird.
think it has
I
anything
think
to do with
it's
you.
quite the opposite. But
Yeah. No, it is. It is. This time it is. My brother Mart has been after you since
All day
the
for
beginning of
whatever
the show.
reason.
I don't know. I can't answer
He's especially annoying today. I don't know why.
Wait, so
That's annoying to you, yeah.
So he's more annoying when he's not drinking copious
Yeah.
amounts of bourbon.
Well,
because the guy's sober.
He's
What?
not allowed to anymore
He's not
Oh,
allowed
that's right,
to?
Ralph.
What do you mean?
Because he's pussy whipped.
because his
Wow.
his spousal equivalent
Yeah.
will not allow him to get behind the wheel of a car if he's been drinking.
That doesn't mean I can't drink.
No. Wait a second. But that that sort of means love, or it means fake love. That let me.
No, that means control.
Let me show you.
That means neither of you have one, so shut up.
No, and it means that she probably wants him to live.
That's exactly what it means.
For his pension.
Oh, come on. She doesn't.
Listen to Harsh Marty. Listen to
hold on,
Marty,
hold
who
on.
hasn't had sex
Dave,
since he paid
Dave,
for it in what, 15 years?
Tattoo Dave, hold on.
15?
Hold on.
Maybe 20?
Hold on.
More like 30.
Hold on. This woman who is in Tattoo Dave's life is a self-made woman.
Yes.
I don't believe she needs his cash.
She does not.
No. And I think she's a good broad, and God bless her, and God bless her for looking out for you.
Yeah. It's awesome.
So I guess I can't bring bourbon to the show anymore.
I don't.
Nope, I will just be Ubering out of here. That's all that it means. That's all that it means.
Yeah, see, because
He's got an option.
No, Tattoo Dave ain't no dummy.
He figured it out.
It's like, yeah. Am I still gonna have a happy day? Hell yeah.
And that's exactly what she wants. And
Yeah.
she says, I don't care if you drink,
Right.
just don't. You know what? If I get pulled over drunk, I lose everything.
no.
My career, everything is gone.
No, you're done.
Yeah.
No, you're done.
So
No,
whatever.
Yeah. No, she's smart. By the way, that was a B flat.
Yes.
That came from my brother.
Yeah.
For those
I've been
of you
working on that
for
one.
those of you not watching us. By the way, I think they said burpees that time.
That's what I thought they said too.
Nicki Minaj thanks Trump White House for featuring her song in a TikTok post.
She's on the right, by the way.
Oh, well, yeah, apparently.
Always has been.
Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful that we have some superstars, some great
Wait, we're
singers?
talking about Nicki Minaj.
Okay. So I thought we were talking about someone else. However, Nicki Minaj thanks Trump White House for featuring her in the she says, this is pretty incredible. And is she not a rap superstar?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, she is.
Absolutely.
Nicki Minaj thanked President Donald Trump's White House after the administration included a remix version of her song and its latest TikTok post. And she said, this is pretty incredible. And she's an award-winning singer. And God bless her for America heading in the right direction. Yes, I'm saying that even after Tuesday. Because that was not some mandate. They were blue states. It was supposed to happen that way. We were simply thinking that...
Hoping
and wishing that the right thing would happen.
No
right,
one's
Ralph?
talking about Nassau and Suffolk County clean sweep for Republicans.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't even check that.
Yep.
Which, by the way, that makes perfect sense.
Yep.
That makes...
Long Island, clean
no,
sweep.
No, because the Long Islanders, by the way, by and large, for many, many years, old school Democrats, much like New Jerseyans, New Jerseyites, but they...
Mostly cops and firemen.
Yeah, but it turns out that, I hate to say this because I love my New Jersey brethren. I live there. I bought a beautiful house there. I love you people. But son of a bitch, Long Islanders are proving to be much smarter than you people. Much
Well,
smarter.
Matt, but like Ralph pointed
a
out,
lot smarter.
the demographic, though, is these girls, these young women, mostly, right, that voted this a-hole in.
Whatever the demo, Long Islanders, including that demo of lovely Long Island, and there are a lot of hot broads I must say.
Right,
on
and,
Long Island.
and they married well on Long Island.
Yeah, but they're all pale and have dark hair.
Oh,
What?
Lori's a blonde.
Long Island is mostly blondes.
Yeah, our former.
Long Island.
By the way, mostly German, like
Yeah,
Lori.
they're all beach people.
Yeah, they are. They really.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
was
beach.
thinking New York.
No, it's a beach town. You can identify with this tattoo, Dave, because being from Southern California, it's same sort of thing. They are beach people.
Well, our beach areas here are mostly, the ones further south
Yeah.
are conservative. Like Huntington Beach.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Newport, no.
Yeah, for the most part, the coast is blue.
It is Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
That's it.
HB is pretty much.
Yeah, God bless you, HB. 50 Cent blasts Zoran.
Another guy on the right.
Donnie's Baghdadi plans to tax the rich to fund police. Rest in peace, New York City. That comes from the pie hole of the great and ubiquitous 50 Cent. Music, multimedia. This guy has made a couple bucks. 50 Cent coming out once again against newly elected New York City Mayor Zoran Baghdadi and the socialist plan to tax the rich. He wants to tax the rich, of course, to fund his vast government-backed priorities and to fund the police force. Do you think he's going to be able to get away with that? Ralph, you're a New Yorker.
I would have said no until I saw Kathy Hochul endorse him because she is scared S-less.
By the way, first of all, Kathy Hochul, governor of New York, she's scary. She's scary.
Yeah.
And if that gal ain't trans, there ain't no trans. Trans doesn't exist. Have you looked at that?
Yeah, I know.
Right?
It looks like a man.
No, that's a man. That
She
could
is-
have been a man, happened to be a woman.
She is
Yeah,
really
Ralph?
scared of Elise Stefanik, who now she's running for governor.
Yes.
And Kathy needs New York City. And if she thinks New York City is truly behind Mondami,
By the way, I love Elise.
So do I.
I love Stefanik, man. That's a good broad.
and so she needs at least 70% vote from New York City. And if she thinks they're really behind Mondami,
Right.
she'll give him what he wants.
Oh, yeah. Oh, big time. Big time. I think his intentions are good, but his tax plan is going to run the big money out of the city. And if he defunds the police, they're going to purge. That's from 50 Cent in an Instagram. The Grammy winners post included a clip of Mondami, Baghdadi on MSNBC replying to 50 Cent's many criticisms. Oh, wow. So Baghdadi replied to 50 Cent, what would I say to you, 50? If you were indeed watching, or anyone else who's watching this show, Mamdani said, I continue to think that having the top 1% of New York City who are making more than $1 million a year, having them pay 2% more for an economic agenda that would transform every New Yorker's life, wrong. It's a lie. It's a lie.
Complete frickin'
Including their own, is something that is worthwhile. 50 Cent also said this week he posted a meme with a tombstone caption, RIP NYC, with the date the Big Apple was founded and a death date of 2025. 4 years ago, Baghdadi smeared police as racist, anti-queer, and a major threat to public safety. This is the guy who is the new mayor of New York City, who posted a meme, posted this, and went on record as calling racist, anti-queer, and a major threat to public safety the police in that city. And still he wins.
Insanity.
Because the youngins are available. You know, I should stop talking about the female given the vote. Anyone under 40.
By the way, if you look at this, this has a lot to do with his age.
The men voted for Cuomo.
Yeah, they did. What was that, Dave?
I think a lot of this has to do with his age.
Oh, yeah, of course it does, because he's young, and look at that smile.
Right.
How beautiful
Well,
is that
these
smile?
kids can relate. They can relate to somebody younger.
That sounds good because it was Mondami.
Yeah.
But Trump won the youth vote.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, yes, he did.
We're talking about New York. We're not talking about the country.
He won the youth vote in New York.
But Matt, Ralph,
He doesn't believe this New York mayor doesn't believe that billionaires should exist.
No, I know.
Now, the masses
Until he becomes one.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Let's go to break, man. Let's go.
Sure.
Listen to me. Those little idiot sticks who voted for him, yes, until they become a billionaire. But it's easy to say billionaire's bad. I think billionaires, nicely done. If you did it fair and square, nicely effing done. That, my friends, is the United States of America. That's what we strive to do. Not because we want to be rich, but I think most of these billionaires are folks that care about the United States, and they give away loads of their money.
Elon Musk.
To beautiful causes. I love Elon. I think Elon Musk is one of the great guys.
Bet your ass.
I think he's one of the great effing guys. All right, we'll be this after back. Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel celebrate the new socialist in New York City. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
I've gone to ground. I'm watching porn in my hotel dressing gown. And now I dream of you, but I still believe there's only enough for one in this lonely hotel suite. The journey's long, and I feel so bad. I'm thinking back to the last day we had. Old moon fades into the night. Soon I know I'll be back with you. I'm nearly with you. I'm nearly with you. When I'm weak, I draw strength from you. And when you're lost, I know how to change your mood. And when I'm down, you breathe life over me. Even though it must part, we have each other's I'll fly home to you. I'm bending time, I'm getting back to you. Open fades into the night, and soon I know I'll be back with you. I'm nearly with you. I'm nearly with you. When I'm weak, I draw strength from you. And when you're lost, I know how to change your mood.
trapped in a dive bar on the politically incorrect side of the tracks.
Cleaning my rifle, dreaming of you.
Radio from the Hollywood fringe. Smoking, drinking, interrupting. Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Cleaning my rifle and dreaming of you.
Scratching your audio itch every Saturday.
You give me that funny feeling in my tummy.
Wow, feels weird wearing Tattoo Dave's headphones. These are maybe that's the problem. These are really tight on my head.
Oh. Well, they must be tighter on his head.
That's what I'm saying.
Got a big cabeza.
Oh, yeah. I do appreciate Tattoo Dave for hanging in there for most of the show. He has to get over to the...
He needs to go eat.
Well, yeah, he's got a...
He's got an hour and a half drive.
Yeah. No, it's only
10 minutes.
It's only 10 minutes.
Oh.
Only 10 minutes to the poker tourney. But he's heading over there because the food is being served right now. I don't really blame him. I mean, he did the hard lifting for most of the show today. Well, no, he didn't. He was producing the show. I've done the hard lifting, not one to boast. Welcome back, my friends. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, celebrating socialist Zoran Baghdadi. Wow. It doesn't seem real to me. It doesn't seem
Yeah, but
real.
Matt, like you said the other night, and it's true because it's not the end. It's like it's just a little. It's a little glitch. It's a little thing. That
Yeah, it is.
happened.
It
And
is.
It's like what you know. What we still have Trump in there for a few more years. We have what's going on. I think more people, and especially I think they're going to figure it out in New Jersey. I think they're going to go whoa. Did we?
Well, if they didn't figure it out by being the second largest tax,
So they're
state,
Palestine sympathizers.
No, Jersey isn't. They're just old school Democrats who don't get it. Right, Ralph? They don't get it.
They have a massive urban population in a couple of cities. Newark, Hoboken,
right,
and then go down to Camden.
Yeah,
and it was those cities that put Mike Sherrill over the top.
It's just, and what a bad broad.
She got
She's not
like
a broad.
85% of the black vote.
Just incredible. Come on, our black brethren. You're doing the right thing for Trump. You're getting there. Let's just take it to the next level. Yeah, these lefty late night TV hosts were giddy Wednesday. Giddy. They're thinking that it's a mandate. Well, this is the new direction. No. See, these things were supposed to happen. We're simply, on the page.
We were hoping for the upset.
100%.
Right.
These things were supposed to happen. Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, crowing after Muslim socialists won the mayor's office in New York. Kimmel thrilled to say Mondani's election was a swipe at President Donald Trump. Colbert was ecstatic that Mondani's win was a slap at billionaires. Why, Colbert? Because you're not a billionaire yet? So billionaires. So it's okay to be a millionaire, I guess.
Right.
God, these guys are such lying pieces of crap.
I would like, if I was on the show, just name me one communist, socialist country that has done well for poor people.
None, and none.
It's never worked.
And none.
None.
It
And
doesn't
none.
work.
It's done very well for the oligarchs in those countries.
Well, there's a word that if you go on the street and you ask people what the hell an oleo is, they have no idea. They have no idea.
Those are the ones that control production.
Yeah, of course, yes, and the rich folks who control production. Jimmy Kimmel's live monologue. Kimmel claimed the win of the far left candidate made Donald Trump the loser.
Huh.
You look. I mean, if you can take your way, sort of step away from the party that we are, which is conservatives. More than anything, not Republican, Democrat. We're the conservative party.
Isn't Kimmel from Long Island too?
I don't know.
It
I don't
wasn't
know.
a competition.
I don't know where that douchebag is from,
But
man.
Matt, it wasn't a competition between Trump and this a-hole Mondagi that got.
Yes, but they'd
voted
like
in.
to think that that's what this was all about.
No,
I really hope Trump comes out after being president and announces his run for California governor.
Oh man,
How beautiful would that be?
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
It'd be the biggest, most beautiful thing you've ever seen.
Everything he touched was a loser, Kimmel gleefully exclaimed. Trump hasn't been this embarrassed since he
What?
found out there was a Donald Trump Jr.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's Kimmel. But if you're tired of all the losing, fear not. He's got an excuse. In fact, he's got two of them. Kimmel needled Trump for his Truth Social post in which the president noted that it was not on the ballot and the ongoing government shutdowns were some of the reasons that GOP candidates and causes fared poorly. Yes, that I believe that
Factual.
it certainly didn't help. Didn't help, man. Didn't help. And it's not our problem.
The shutdown crushed the GOP in Virginia.
Yeah.
Because of the amount of federal workers that weren't getting paid.
Hugely. Yes.
Don't you think that this, well, I mean, you know, people have said this, but this is going to be a good thing for the midterm?
I think so.
I mean, a lot of people say it's going to be a good thing because they're really, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it's just hearsay, what I've heard.
Kimmel needled Trump for his okay. Now, if Republicans had won and he wasn't on the ballot, Kimmel snarked, would he take credit for that? Oh, yes, he definitely would, but he lost, and then he posted this, and so it begins, which was either a response to Mamdani Baghdadi winning the mayoral race, or he just sat down on the toilet.
Kimmel's got real
he's
issues.
He's a classy guy. He's a classy guy. The ABC host also blasted Republicans for their focus on election fraud. It's weird how it's only fraud when they lose, right? I mean, what are the chances? I don't know. Ask Hillary about it. Ask Hillary. It's just, to this day, she thought she was ripped off.
Kimmel is a poster child for the TDS.
I mean, what are the chances? Kimmel laughed. It was a tough night personally for the vice president. J.D. Vance's half-brother, V.D. Vance, real name Corey Bowman, lost his bid to become mayor of Cincinnati, and I didn't even know J.D. Vance had a half-brother, but he does, and even though he got J.D.'s endorsement, he lost by more than 56 points. Stephen Colbert claims he's more conservative than people think. Stephen says he's more conservative. You read this, right?
I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Stephen Colbert is claiming he's more conservative than people think, despite spending more than 2 decades on TV giving aid to extreme far-left Democrat candidates, officials, and causes. He delivered his claim during an interview with GQ magazine, same magazine that lovely woman with the beautiful bazooms. And she gave her interview as well.
Bazooms?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful tatas.
The biggest?
Oh,
The best?
sweater, gorgeous sweater.
The best
meat.
you've ever seen?
Oh, that's Sweeney. Love that Sweeney. Oh, yeah, Vance Sweeney, 2028. People perceive me as this sort of lefty figure. You think, Stephen Colbert? He actually, I can't believe the things that come out of these idiot sticks' mouths. I think I'm more conservative than people think. I just happen to be talking about a government in extremis. No, you're not. There's nothing extreme about what's going on.
Yeah, on YouTube, I was watching the clips.
Wow. Like all extremists, he claimed that what he is commenting on and advocating for in response to a worst of time style situation. And so what I'm giving you is my reaction video to the day, and my reaction video is like the Scream in a way, but with jokes. By the way, the Scream, it's a painting, goes back many, many years. And it's a guy screaming. It was featured. By the way,
holding his head.
Yeah, it was featured in After Hours,
Yes.
Martin Scorsese movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's hard to have balanced reaction to the idea. Okay, enough of him. I just a lying piece of crap. By the way, Colbert boasted about being the guy who helped raise $25 million for Joe Biden, although he's much more
conservative.
Much more conservative than any of us think. Charlemagne the God blasts Van Jones for trashing Baghdadi's divisive victory speech. Shut the F up forever. Liberal podcaster, radio host Charlemagne the God blasted CNN's left-wing commentator Van Jones for criticizing the socialist mayor-elect of New York City for delivering a divisive victory speech. I don't think he said anything about his love for America, right?
No.
Not even a word.
Nope.
You know why?
Not because he doesn't
Thank you.
love America.
Yeah.
He does not love America. And this ex-Paramount executive suing the company claims he was fired for thinking old being white. Did you hear about this,
No.
dude? Former Paramount executive, reportedly filed a discrimination lawsuit against the entertainment company yesterday, claiming he was fired for thinking old and being white. Joseph Jerome filed a lawsuit in California federal court challenging Paramount's diversity, equity, and inclusion policies, which the 58-year-old says led to his firing in 24, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Sounds right to me.
No kidding.
Notably, Paramount's DEI-related policies have since been rolled back or eliminated following Donald Trump's inauguration. Now Jerome, who had worked for Paramount since '94, that's a long run, man.
Yes. Yeah.
And most recently served as production counsel to Entertainment Tonight. That thing's still on, huh?
So he's an attorney.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
And man, I'm with you. E.T. is still on.
I can't believe that.
What the hell was that all?
He alleges in his lawsuit that he and two other white CBS Media Ventures CMV attorneys were fired and replaced with minority employees. Well, there it is it not?
Yep.
I think there it is.
Nutshell.
Weapon star Amy Madigan calls her child abducting murderous witch character a gay icon. Amy Madigan has bizarrely claimed her child abducting murderous witch character Aunt Gladys in Zach Krager's hit horror film Weapons is a gay icon. Madigan addressed the many memes that arose from her character, adding that the gay community is really taken to Gladys. Is that a positive?
I don't know. What has she done since Field of Dreams?
I don't know.
Right. Exactly.
I don't know. What is this all brought up to?
And Matt, it's funny, Aunt Gladys. My ex had an Aunt Gladys.
Everybody did.
And she was Aunt Gladys. And she looked kind of witchy.
By the way, Kimmel was born in Brooklyn but raised in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. I know. I do know that. I know he spent a lot of time in Vegas and then Palm Springs doing a really bad radio show where he and his partner in the afternoon punked me while I was the big star here in Los Angeles at KISS FM. And it's like, I'd love to find that tape somewhere. I know it exists. But who has the last laugh? This friggin' commie pinko piece of crap named, what's his name? Don't need to mention it. Because anytime I avoid Hollywood, because that used to be one of my favorite parts of Hollywood, that little area there down the street from Musso and Frank's, and now you see his stinking name right there and it just drives me crazy on Hollywood Boulevard. If you don't think it just pisses me off, you know it does.
I was invited to the to sit in the audience because there's a few, he has the guest bands, play like rock bands and stuff. It was Prescott Niles, the bass player for the Knacks' daughter, Liv, invited me to go see. It was a big band, and I didn't go because I swear to God, one of the reasons I don't like Jimmy. I just don't like him, and I had free passes to go see these.
Well,
guys.
I'm assuming you like Scarlett Jugs Hansen. She's calling out people making anti-Semitic comments. I'm concerned they're going to be physically violent. She called out the rise in anti-Semitism during a recent interview with the Israeli news channel N12. Whenever people are spewing any kind of hate, I'm always concerned they're going to be physically violent as well, the Avengers star said.
She's good in everything she does.
She is, man. I just think she has this. And by the way, another gal I would never lay claim to her being beautiful, but absolutely hot.
Smoking nasty hot.
Yeah, nasty, sexy hot.
Yes.
In addressing people making anti-Semitic comments and just assuming that you're feeling the same, Johansson said, in those moments, I always feel it's such a tightrope walk because I think whenever people are spewing any kind of hate, I am always concerned that they're going to be physically violent as well. So I know what you're saying, Ralph, when I said that I think she's one of us and she's mostly on the right.
I believe she is.
Because she couches it and she stays on the fence. But I think it's because she wants a long and thriving career in Hollywood.
Absolutely, man.
I mean, I really do. I think she's one of the good broads.
And by the way, the Avengers, and I just say her acting ability is tremendous. I think she's a great actress.
I don't even care as long as those tatas. But that sweater meat is and just
a leather
revealed.
outfit on.
Oh gosh,
the tight black leather outfit.
And yes, as Lori Downey Jr., our former producer, would say, "You men are so easy."
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are, because we truly covet the female form. Females covet. What do they covet, Ralph?
Power,
money, power first, money second. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
And now, back to the exciting climax of our story.
This is legendary Outlaw Radio.
Why, Captain Drummond.
Miss Villa?
Magic Matt Allen.
All right, welcome back, my friends, my friendlies. Thanks for hanging with us. Believe me, I know you have a choice. And the fact that you decided to hang with little old Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, appreciate it very much. Jeez, I'm inhaling.
Whoa.
I never inhale cigars and see what happens.
So I noticed you've been playing Chuck McCann's theme song.
Yeah,
for the kids show in New York.
Yeah, it's the only song I can find over here.
No, but Chuck McCann is
he's dead.
I miss him.
Dead as hell.
I miss him.
Hey, Ralph Ordierna from the Bronx, he alluded to this earlier in the show, that a murderer was elected to Council of Maine town that inspired the Stephen King novels. She was sentenced to a decade in prison for suffocating a Canadian tourist to death by stuffing his mouth with sand. She was elected to the city council of Baehr, Maine, the town that helped inspire the always attractively good-looking Stephen King and his horror novel, It. Angela Walker, elected a Baehr council member. After 22 years, she pleaded guilty to manslaughter charges along with her brother Benjamin Humphrey in the 2002 death of a Canadian tourist. And they vote only in, I can't say, I wish I could say only in Maine, but I swear.
They did it in Virginia.
Yes.
Well, it's not just the murder itself; it's the way she did it, stuffing sand
Until he suffocated to death.
Oh no!
And they think that when she learned her lesson.
How did she only get 10 years?
Oh, you go
right.
A post on X by Libs of TikTok, among others, generated thousands of views and critical commentary. America is so broken, posted one observer. Voters in Maine elected Angela Walker, a violent murderer, as a new city councilor. The glittering pinnacle of progressive enlightenment. Walker's lived in Baehr for 13 years, and she didn't shy away from her past. I want people to see that it's possible we can change. If you can stuff sand down someone
dies
to the
in front
point
of
of death, that's a mental disorder.
I don't think that Canadian tourist can change.
No.
He's dead.
No. But this says everything about the lefties.
Yes.
You're mentally disturbed.
Yep.
By and large, you're mentally disturbed.
And by the way, that was based on a true story.
Yeah, her story.
Her story.
Yeah.
Except for the clown in the sewers. I mean, I don't know about that.
Right.
But
The manslaughter charge stemmed from Walker, then known as Angela Humphrey, and her brother, both of whom had been drinking heavily, encountering Rogers, 47-year-old musician with the Canadian Armed Forces Band, on a late-night stroll in Old Orchard Beach on the Atlantic coastline. What began as a friendly meeting became a violent altercation after Rogers allegedly called Walker a squaw. Apparently, Rogers was knocked unconscious, and Walker filled his mouth with sand, resulting in suffocation.
Jesus, God.
She was 29 at the time of her sentencing. Her 30-year-old brother also pleaded guilty to manslaughter and was sentenced to 5 years. There's no law in Baehr barring anyone with a criminal record from running for office. Apparently so. The main city of some 34,000 residents is the former home. Who are these people that, knowing this, vote this person in?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but Maine, Stephen King, it all just sort of, unfortunately, it makes sense. Oh, and by the way, we were talking about Elise Stefanik launching the bid for governor of New York. Does she have a shot, Ralph?
I think she does.
Oh. We thought that our buddy there in New Jersey had a shot. I mean, my God, these people are so stupid, though. These voters are so dumb. Elise, she's got the R after her name, or is it in front?
So they don't, like you said, they don't research. They just go by the D.
They don't care. These people who vote left don't give an F.
If it's got a D behind it, we're voting.
Or in front of it.
In front of it, yeah.
Yeah, but Democrat good, Republican bad.
They don't care what the issue is.
My thanks to Tattoo Dave. May he win the tournament, either he or my buddy Chris Brown in the poker tourney tonight. My beautiful Marine out there slaving over hot coals. He's not even barbecuing. He's slaving over hot coals. Billy Dilly, my brother Mart.
T.
There he is.
Marty.
Yeah.
Marty.
And Ralph from the Bronx.
There you go.
Mark C.G. Boyer, who is over there at the tourney right now, not eating. That's what he's doing.
He could be here right now.
He's eating. My lovely daughter Alexandra, a million times around the world. Mom and Dad had a great conversation with Mom last night. I got to tell you, she's a funny broad. She is a funny broad.
Yeah.
And Debbie, we talked to sister Debbie, and she's a funny broad.
Yeah.
Boy, there's a lot of funny in this family. I don't know why it fell off the tree before it got to me for some reason. But God bless all of you. Love you dearly. I will continue to be Magic Matt as my buddy Milt Larson, who, by the way, another dead one. So many dead in my life. The older you get,
the deader you get.
And then, by the way, the years are months.
Yep.
Right, Ralph?
No kidding.
Oh, it's just months.
Very true.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being there, my friendlies. A million times around the world. And as my buddy Milt Larson said, bumblebees can't fly.